And we are now officially live in person.
Well, hey.
Look out.
Well, who knows what's going to happen?
It's probably going to be slightly lesser quality. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's us.
It is. So, for those of you not currently watching, we said in our last stream that we were going to be doing Randonautica. And that went real good.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Our path was fenced off. So there's a short coming out at some stage.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what exactly it's going to be, but yeah, there will be something.
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, I mean, look, it could have gone worse.
Could have gone a lot better.
Oh, yeah, it could have gone a lot better, but it could have gone worse.
Yeah.
At least we didn't get, like, halfway there and it started pissing down or something.
It started drizzling, though.
Yeah, but then did you notice it stopped as soon as we decided to turn around?
Yeah, true.
Literally turn around and, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to do anything now. You're fine.
Psych.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was that. So I am in the process of fucking tweeting. What do we call it now? Tweeting or Xing? It's supposed to be Xing.
I still find Xing's just weird.
The whole X thing is bizarre, man.
I generally, when you have an X, you try and stay away from them. But in this case, you can't, because if you're into tweeting, you're now into Xing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just find that complicates things.
Look, it does. But what do you do?
Yeah.
You X along.
You X along.
Keep on Xing. Keep on Xing.
Are you trying to do the whole Dory thing?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Does not work at all.
That's a shame.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of a shame. Yeah. Anywho. That's done.
Perfect. So now that we've done the intro, people will have completely missed that and will come in partway through and not realise what we spoke about at the beginning.
What did we talk about at the beginning?
Well, this whole piece we've just done.
What are you talking about?
For fuck's sake.
I've just finished. I've not been listening.
Clearly.
I'm a man. I can only do one thing at a time. Multitasking is not in my repertoire.
I'm a man, and even I can do more than one thing at a time.
That's because you're a lot more female than I am, clearly.
In one of my previous workplaces, I was referred to as one of the girls, so...
Yeah, I've never been referred to as one of the girls.
When it's an all-female, workplace, you tend to be referred to as things like one of the girls. So.
Yes, I've never worked in an all-female work environment.
I have. It was horrific.
Sounds like you loved it.
No, not really.
Actually, it does seem pretty good. Being around chicks all day.
No.
Oh, it depends if they're good looking or not.
Well, yeah, some of them were, but...
Well, then that's great. Well, I don't know what you're complaining about. Shut up.
When it comes to that time of the month, I can tell you it is not that great.
Oh, yeah, then you just take a week off.
If only it was that simple.
Just close the shop for a week. Anyway, apparently we got some touchy subjects to begin with. With Skyway Bridge, I don't look at these before we start streaming.
And I can vouch for that today. He was literally looking them up as I got here.
Yeah.
Didn't review anything, so...
I look at the landing page. If the landing page I recognize, I'll close it. Or if it looks real shit or gets redirected somewhere, I'll close it. Otherwise, we're good to go.
There was that one that you opened.
Oh, yeah, no, there was one with a bloody dick.
I wasn't going to quite put it like that
No,
myself.
I'm going to say it right now. Someone was shoving something straight down their dick hole. And
It
there was
was
blood everywhere.
nasty.
It was just an image. That was all it was. Just an image. There was nothing else to it. It wasn't even full screen or anything. I mean, I've seen worse, so it didn't really affect me that much. But yeah, I just was. It
was uncomfortable. Let's be honest, it was uncomfortable.
Maybe for you.
Well, I'm not into sounding, so yeah, it was
you're
uncomfortable.
A bitch. I've seen so much worse than that.
So have I, but that was just like, oof.
Yeah, no.
To literally look up from what I was doing and go, yeah, no.
You're just soft.
Uh-huh.
Soft and squidgy. You haven't been... Clearly you didn't grow up watching the same shit I did.
I mean, you calling me soft, and you were the one that triple layered when we went for our little Randonautica
Yeah, it was cold.
walk. Yeah, see, pussy.
I'm not wearing a jumper like you.
I have the sleeves rolled up the whole time.
Choice.
Fuck.
The jumper's a lot more thick than this. I'll be honest. Incredibly fucking thin. Look, it's fucking see-through this t-shirt.
So is this. You can actually see through that. I can see you through it.
I can't, but I can see. I can read.
And not to mention, breathable t-shirt as well.
Yeah. Anyway,
So motherfucker.
I watched much more fucked up shit growing up than you. Clearly.
Good old faces of death.
Good old Pain Olympics.
Yeah.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oof.
ISIS beheading videos.
Yeah, it's amazing how much more we had access to, even 10 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, and they wonder why our generation is so utterly fucked up in the head. Because we watched weird shit we probably should not have been watching.
Yeah, especially at the ages we were watching it.
At very, very impressionable ages. So, speaking of impressionable, Skywaybridge.com, irreverent since 1998. Do you feel suicidal?
Yes.
Everyone in their 30s, yes. Because if you're like a lot of these kids these days, like in their mid-20s, have been like, oh, it's so hard. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, oh, I was born in the 90s. Yeah, what year? 98. Oh.
That's not the
Wow.
90s. That's not the 90s.
You grew up not knowing the 90s. But if you're born, you can go up to 95, 96.
97 at a push if it's the beginning of the year.
Yeah, but like, you're not going to remember the 90s.
No, because you weren't born. You were born in the 90s. But you didn't have those memories of the 90s.
You're too busy learning the fundamentals of life, like
Breathing.
eating, walking, talking.
Yeah.
Where you're not getting those fundamental core memories. Whereas us,
Me in
we
particular.
had them. I mean, you were already a fully fledged adult by that stage. You'd already been driving for a number of years, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the first Olympics, so yeah.
Yeah. Some might even say you helped organise it.
Yeah, all those sweaty naked men.
That's the only reason. You just wanted an excuse to get all these sweaty men,
Oh yeah,
naked men together.
yeah, that was it. No, it wasn't the sports. It wasn't the competition of it. It was just sweaty naked men. Should I maybe point out the fact that I'm not gay at all and this is just humour, or is it too late for that?
Too late.
Okay.
Yeah, when you start sucking dick, it's no longer just humour. Oh no, he's broken. He's broken.
Oh,
It wasn't even that good of a call, honestly. I didn't think it was that funny.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
So moving back, this I've just read it. This website presents the plight of those less mentally stable or physically capable as the rest of us may think we are. It deals with the real fact that some people jump off the public Skyway Bridge in an attempt to publicly end their own life. This site offers news, stories, opinion, and commentary on these public activities. This site needs to have a fucking capital letter at the start of a goddamn sentence.
Yeah, I don't think they used good old Microsoft Word or anything for this
No,
either.
didn't use Grammarly.
No.
Not sponsored. This site does not promote, condone, nor approve of these public activities. Well, that's fair. I can't argue.
I don't think anyone really does approve of public suicide.
No, that guaranteed there's lots of people that do.
I mean, public execution, yeah, I don't know about public suicide.
No, there's definitely people out there that are like, please, for the love of all that is holy, off yourself in the middle of Fed Square.
I've got to be honest though, my drive up here today, I was thinking that same thing.
What, offing yourself in Fed Square?
No.
That's so fucking specific.
No, it just... Some of the drivers on my way here today, them offing themselves just anywhere, really.
Oh, them, yeah.
Yeah.
This website may not be the best place to visit if you've been affected by suicide in any way or are easily offended by facts. If you're offended by facts, you know, I'm not going to say it. Opinion, reality, public news, and / or adult language. Text and imagery found within this site may be offensive and insensitive to some visitors. If you think you qualify as such, please do not enter and simply leave now. If you're at work, nope, don't have a job. This is work. Or are dominated by political correctness, bail now, as there will no doubt be something that some whiny jerk will find offensive and may perhaps try to ruin your life. Enter only if you understand what you read. I am responsible, let me in. No, I outrage easily. Report Skyway Bridge jumper activity. And a little birthday cake. Oh, a little birthday cake. So it's been updated recently. Anyway, we're, yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm responsible, but, you know.
Woo! Woo!
I'm not surprised 2019 and 2020.
I thought it would have been higher.
Yeah,
honestly.
So do I, but I'm not surprised with those numbers.
Yeah. What's this red star?
Historic
unofficially 316, 49 survivors, which 365 jumpers. Oh, so it's this bridge here.
Where is that bridge?
This has no video, no sound. Fox 13 News. I mean, that's a height, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be though. If, you know, I was going to say trucks. Trucks don't pass under that. Boats. Those are the things, right? Shipping vessels are going to pass underneath it.
Them water trucks.
Technically, they are if they're shipping vessels. I'm not wrong. I'm also not right, but I'm not wrong. I see you've just moved on already. Thanks.
I see you're trying to bring it back. So let's just go this year 4. Oh, it's just. Oh. James. Why was I going to say Phineas? Why was I going to read that as Phineas?
I mean,
Pinellas?
from Pinellas? Maybe
Yeah.
Pinellas is a
Black
place.
male, mid to late 40s, bald head, no facial hair, walking on bike, stopped on southbound lane by fence, looking over, wearing black pants and blue shirt. I called it into FHP. Any news on this? Did they catch him or did he jump? It was the only report we received. Okay.
So Pinellas is a county in Florida.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that. This is reports. Well, if you want to know more, Florida man jumps into golf after stabbing and burning a victim. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit!
Florida, of course it is.
I mean, we are going to be. Look at this.
Oh, so this is rescue services trying to cut into the car.
Yeah. That's fucking insane. Yeah, they are there. Whew! Yeah, right, okay. So if you really, really fucking love reading, there's a lot to read here. And I'm going to be honest, the next website that we have, there's a lot of reading. So, you know, there's all the cameras. No, not clickable. Huh. Yeah, right.
Cool.
There you go. So yeah, if you want to do a lot of reading, the Skyway Bridge, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah. Here is our next website called The Black Vault. Let me just zoom in a bit here.
Yeah, this is one that caught our interest.
Paranormal case files. I haven't really listened to the top yet. It appears to be declassified documents. We had last week, we checked out the Congress. So we look here. There's the thing that we watched. Alright? I think.
It'll be very
That's a
similar,
subcommittee hearing, yeah. Here's a live Q&A with someone. Who's that with?
Ended up interviewing
Black
Matt
Vault
Loud.
Oh, yeah, it's
the
them.
YouTube channel, yeah.
Yeah. John Greenwald. We also have here Dave. If you might remember, Dave Fravor and his Mr. Uncomfortable George Knapp here. He read a statement at the start, which
Is loading.
loading. Here, okay. So George Knapp wrote a statement to Congress, which I don't believe he read, but here it is. All 4 pages of George's statement. Jeremy Corbell, who looked very comfortable in his chair. Also, I swear, I swear.
This was all loaded, wasn't it?
Yes. It was loaded. It was fucking loaded, man. I'm fucking telling you. This is one that we actually looked at, and it was loaded.
Jesus, you're sexy.
Fuck yeah. Oh, there we go. Dave Fravor's statement is here. 3 pages of it. Or 2.5 pages. Okay, Ryan Graves. There we go. Here is his statement. This is quite long. David Grush is here. So, this is cool.
This is one that I think I'll personally dig into a bit later on.
There's going to be so much. And there's a podcast as well. So you can go through and listen to the podcast.
Nice.
Of the Black Vault. So yeah, here we go. Black Vault, due to overwhelming popularity of fringe-like topics on the Black Vault section, was created as a place for individual case files on all sorts of paranormal events from around the globe. This is a place that is evolving daily, and I encourage interaction and input on these cases. I believe that the power of the internet can help solve cases, and expertise that many different people can provide will help us all discover the truth. These case files are used for reference and additional information on events not very well known to the public. The internet is full of hoaxes and overhyped incidents that become very well known. So many are added here to try and give an in-depth analysis and factual representation of each case. When a case is determined a hoax, it is labelled as such. If you have something to add, blah, 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 blah. So, whole fuck. Alien encounters, abductions, ancient aliens, missing time, animal mutilations, cattle mutilations, cryptozoology.
Nice.
Fucking hell, man. There, Project Blue Book.
Why does that ring a bell?
Why does Project Blue Book ring a bell? You should know.
This was basically the start of.
You of all people should know about Project Blue Book. Case file was a 17th of January 1969 sighting over the Yuma test station in Yuma, Arizona. So as you can see here,
is this the full file on?
Yeah. So basically, what it did was it just kept spinning around in circles like this.
Oh,
yeah, just like little lines just spinning around, getting darker, and then whoa, they're really bright, and then they fade out, and then bright again. Yeah, it just kept doing this for ages, man. It was weird.
And like, was it writing the word loading in the sky as it was doing it?
That was just there.
They were just there the whole time?
The whole time. It was just loading ... So everyone's like, what comes next? It was really, really confusing.
And this is where the whole simulation theory came into play? Okay.
I thought you would have known about this because you're really fucking old.
Well,
I wasn't born then. I was born in 1992.
Yeah, look, I mean, when you get to my age, you do start forgetting a lot. And at that point, I'd already forgotten more than what I knew.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I get that, yeah. Fucking hate you sometimes. There we go.
I'm going to read the shit out of this at a later date.
All of this.
I'm going to read it so hard.
There is genuine blacking out. Redacted. But if you look over on the side here, you can see my little... right over here. Here's my little scrolly bar. Look at how slowly that's moving.
29 pages to the report.
30.
Is it 30? Is it? It said 29.
So at the top here, 30.
It said 29 back on the main screen there.
So here, you can see here, Portsmouth, in Norfolk.
Virginia Beach.
This is what maps used to look like back in the day.
We didn't even have buildings on ours. Ours were literally just squiggly lines. And
yours was just like, you just draw it in the sand with a stick, yeah?
We didn't even have sand.
Didn't have sand.
Didn't even have sand. It was just on the rock, you know. licked our finger and then just drew it on.
For fuck's sake. Anyway, all of this you can go through. That's more than 30 pages. I don't know. Brief summary and analysis. The observer was awakened by a sound similar to the hum of an electric motor or a transformer that was in the process of going bad. Upon looking out the bedroom window, the observer sighted several amber lights that were arranged in an elliptical fashion. One was blinking.
One?
Just, like a little wink.
Just a
little how you doing?
A little light, yeah.
A little how you going?
Yeah.
It appeared to have a slow forward up and down motion, except when it made a left banking turn. The most likely stimulus was a helicopter with an unusual lighting system. However, a check of the 4 airports in the area revealed that 3 definitely did not have any helo
activity.
A bit of it's hard to read. In the area, and the other had destroyed flight records for that date, and was therefore unable to say if any helicopter activity originated from their airfield that night. It is also possible that a light aircraft, such as an aerial advertiser, the Goodyear blimp, or an aircraft doing infrared photography may have been the stimulus for the sighting. However, because it has not been definitely established
that an aircraft of this type was in the area, the sighting is being carried out something.
Yeah.
Can people just write clearly on these really old documents?
Not back in the day.
Obviously.
So, yeah. There's all of that.
Nice.
Let me type down here. Yeah, not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to bring up the wiki. The wiki. So if we zoom in here, there was the code name for the systematic study of unidentified flying objects, by the U.S. Air Force from March of 52 to its termination December 17th, 69. The project, headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio, was initially directed by Captain Edward J. Ruppelt. It's definitely not how you pronounce it, but I'm moving on. And followed projects of similar nature, such as Project Sign, established in 47, and Project Grudge in 48. Project Blue Book had 2 goals, namely to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. So there you go.
So yeah, it was the beginning of the whole UFO, UAP analysis, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah. Major Friend.
The Major Friend era.
Yeah.
That's what you think, you would tell you. Look at me, isn't it? Major Friend era.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Project Blue Book. That's a big deal, that one. We got some footage here. Rubber Duck.
From 2019. I vaguely remember this
only
one.
No formal analysis by the Black Vault. That's fine. The Black Vault holds no position of what the video depicts and offers this page for the community to analyze all information available. Okay, give me. Oh, archived. Cool. We will see that at some stage. What do they got to say about it?
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Let's see, Andy. All right. Hi, Lou. So I received confirmation recently that the 40-minute DHS UAP footage was fully analyzed and found to be authentic and legitimate UAP. Just a heads up for you to keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, it is legitimate. I know. Great.
There we go.
The problem is we don't still yet know what it is. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not a fake video from what I've been informed.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Sure.
I mean, it does say 30 seconds down the bottom there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was expecting. Video is private. Initial analysis.
Hello, so here's a new UFO video, the Department of Homeland Security rubber duck video. So called because it's got this little white shape down here that looks kind of like a rubber duck. You know, it's got the body, a little head, a little beak.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't always look like that.
not
It's, like most UFO videos, it's, too poor of a quality to actually tell what's going on. It's very blurry, it's very overcompressed, and you can't really see very much. So what have we got here? What have we got? This is infrared video. It is taken on a plane. We know that because there's actually a fuller version of that video where you can actually see the plane itself. There it is. You can see the plane from the camera. You know it's infrared, so it's showing heat, and this black here is hot. We know it says BH down here, so black hot. So anything that is white is colder than things that are less white. So this engine exhaust here is showing up as black because it's hot. It's a 1 hour video. The object appears about, I don't know, like 20 minutes in or so, and then it just basically follows it. There's some interesting stuff we can see in the video, and I'll kind of get to that in a moment. But the first thing I want to note is that this number here, speed, some people have said that this speed is the speed of the object. It is not the speed of the object. This is the speed at which the camera is going over the ground. The camera's looking down. So here at this point, for example, the camera is fixed on the ground, and the speed is 0, and when they start moving the camera around, you'll see it actually has a speed of something like 100 and something miles per hour, which is basically the same as the speed of the plane, which is over here. Less anything to do with it turning left or right, but it's not the speed of the object. We'll get a little bit more into that later. So what can we tell from this video? Well, there's a number of useful things actually. First of all, we have coordinates, which is always good when you're doing a UFO video because you can make sure that what you're looking at is what you think you're looking at and it's in the right place. Here we've got this one, it's 31 degrees, 111 degrees west. This is, over here, the coordinates of the plane itself. And the other numbers underneath this are the speed of the plane in knots, and the heading of the plane, which is this degrees in the true heading, which is the true heading on the map, not the magnetic heading, and then the altitude of the plane, which stays at around 14,800 feet, so around 15,000 feet. They were probably aiming for 15,000 feet, and that's just what they're at. Okay, so that tells us what the plane is doing through this video. Now, in the long version of the video, unfortunately, they removed this data up here. They removed the GPS data, so you can't get a full track. But we've got 1 minute of the video where they have the actual GPS data, so we can use this. Now over here we have what looks like the same type of thing. We've got another set of GPS coordinates.
Yeah.
And we've got a speed, a heading, an elevation, and a slant range. This is the position of the middle of the camera. So it's where the middle of this crosshairs intersects the ground. And we can see this from like a number of reasons. Just simply that what we have here isn't an altitude. Over here we have altitude, and over here we have elevation. This is an elevation of the ground. So this is the height of the ground. And we saw earlier that when the crosshairs are not moving, the speed is 0. So it's the speed at which the crosshairs are tracking over the ground. It's not the speed of the object. It would only be the speed of the object if the object was on the ground and these crosshairs were tracking it. And this would be something typically like a vehicle on a road. You would be able to get the speed of that vehicle from this here. Then we have the slant range, which is 3.6 nautical miles, which is just the distance from the camera to the ground. Again, not to the object, it is to the ground. So given these two things, given these two sets of data, these sets of coordinates, we can actually extract them. I actually went through this video from the start to the end of the 1 minute segment here that we have. Let's see, 1 minute segment here. And I extracted at 10-second intervals the GPS coordinates, and I got them into, let's see, a spreadsheet format. Very, very simple type of thing. And this is what it ended up being, just like, 6 data points, 7 data points. And we've got the degrees coordinates for the plane, and we've got that for the ground track. And so we can write a little bit of magic code and convert those into a Google Earth track and stick that into Google Earth. And this is what it looks like. This is the green one here is the track of the plane. You can see it's high up and it's looking down. This red track here is the ground track. Now you can see straight away kind of what's going on here. The plane is kind of flying roughly in a segment of a circle here. Remember, this is only 1 minute. This is the only minute that we actually have GPS data for. If we had more, we would see more. But it's looking down at the ground. But in the middle, we see the lines kind of intersect. So what I think is actually going on here is that we're seeing an object that's moving relatively slowly at around this altitude here, this like 2,524 meters, which is 8,200 feet above sea level, and the ground beneath it there is about 4,000. So it's about 4,000 something feet above the ground there. It's not actually down by the ground, it's around here somewhere, moving along at a relatively slow speed, possibly just at wind speed, or possibly just at a fairly slow-ish speed. Now, the speed calculated for this track was around like 100 and something miles per hour. So whatever the actual speed is, unless it's really close to the plane, it's actually going to be less than that speed. And I suspect it's somewhere in this region. It's going to be somewhere like 10, 20 miles per hour, which leads into a few possibilities, like what could it actually be? Now, if we look at what's actually going on in the longer video, if we take this long video here, and we look at the compass heading right here. Now, at the start, it kind of goes back and forth because we haven't got to the object yet, but when we actually find this object, here it is, we start flying essentially in circles. The plane is flying in circles round and round this object, looking down at this object. And so that means that either the plane and the object are both kind of weirdly going around in these strange circles opposite each other for no apparent reason, or we've just got like some object and we've got the plane circling that object, and the object itself is moving in a straight line. And that's what actually it looks like. It looks like the object's moving in a straight line and the plane is flying around that object. And if that is in fact the case, then from this layout here, we can tell that it's probably not moving very, very fast at all. It's probably just like drifting along relatively slow, like few tens of miles per hour tops. But we don't actually know exactly how fast it is because we don't know exactly where it is, because we simply don't have enough information. But if you go back and look at this, we can see that the compass heading here just spins round and round, which means that we orbit it, I think, about 11 times throughout the course of the video. So if we were to plot the entire thing on this map, instead of just having a small segment of it, we would probably see a kind of a spiral shape as it went along, and this object itself just moves a little bit. It probably would hardly move at all, really, because it's not moving that fast. So what actually is this? Thing is, we don't really know. We don't really know what this actually is. It's almost impossible to tell. We can tell that it's not making any sudden moves. It's not really going very fast, and it's probably going in a straight line. And it's probably.
So basically, this is just a less cool version of all of the other videos. Outer space is make believe. Got to catch up. It's 20. Everything's all made up. Not just space. Everything. We're all running in a simulation. Got blips on the radar. Sort of like 9/11.
What radar?
I don't know. I see no radar. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so that was...
I mean, it's handy knowing that bit of information they gave at the start was, you know, like this is what these numbers mean, that's what those numbers mean. It's...
Simulations denying reality. Not sure you want to go that route. I mean, what is reality? Reality is different to everyone.
Reality is relative.
Yeah. You ask a schizophrenic what's reality, and their answer is going to be wildly fucking different to someone that does not have schizophrenia. So, you know, reality is relative, I think. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I think we kind of sort of started to lose him towards the partway point there.
This whole rubber duck thing, yeah, I don't know. It's not the most convincing UFO footage that I've ever seen.
No, I mean, yeah, it's this whole thing of, especially with that, if they're using black for hot,
yeah, so that thing is
that would be stone fucking cold.
Yeah,
which doesn't make sense because even if it was shiny, it would still be radiating some sort of heat.
What's the most convincing UFO footage you have seen? It's got to be things like the Tic Tac video, the Go Fast.
Yeah, Tic Tac, Go Fast, and...
There's the big three.
What's the other one?
I don't remember.
I can't remember his name either. Those have got to be the three top ones.
Yeah.
Which are the main ones that they were discussing in last week's hearing.
So we're talking this. Because of what it does within the video. It's not just something that looks like a Tic Tac and going, oh, that's a fucking UFO. It's what it does within the video. So this one's the Go Fast. This is quite convincing. When it gets to it.
Sometime in the future.
I mean, it's all relevant information. Yeah, I do trust them. When there's video footage to back up what they're saying, yeah.
Especially seeing as how, you know, these people who have no reason to lie.
And have only ever stated this one thing. It's not like they're saying multiple, oh, I saw it this day, and saw something else on that day, and something else here, and something else there, trying to get notoriety or anything. They've seen this one thing and said, yeah, this is the only thing I ever saw, and never made money out of it, never really did anything. This is the Go Fast. This is... It can't lock on. It struggles to lock on. Which it shouldn't.
Echo 6-1, Tango, Roger, Roger.
Oh, got it! Woohoo!
Roger, there's troubleshooting.
Did you box moving target?
02.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that, man. Look at it fly!
So that's definitely a contender for quite believable.
Because what you got to take into consideration is the Raytheon system that they use is actually designed to track missiles.
Yeah.
And they're
a
not
white
moving
dot on
slow.
the screen, remarkable. Yeah, fucking oath. You're fucking spot on there. It is quite remarkable. What's the other one? Go fast.
Tic-tac.
Tick. Tack.
The U.S. intelligence community on Friday released a
course it's a fucking
long-awaited
news
report
report,
on
not
what
just
it knows
the
about
video.
UFOs, or unidentified flying objects.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
So that first one, that's that does not make sense.
You can't go 120 knots against wind.
That doesn't make sense with what we currently have at our disposal with technology. We can't do that.
Yeah, I mean it's the only problem is that we are missing the ASA footage from the Nimitz, which actually recorded multiple aircraft in that same location.
Yeah.
Which hopefully means that in the future we might see it with all these hearings that are going on.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
It'd be nice. So there's this one that we saw earlier.
They should go fast.
That's the go fast. With how fast it's going. These are things that just shouldn't be there.
It should be able to do it.
Plain and simple. I got you, bro. Are you one of those people that don't actually believe in UFOs at all? Because that would explain it. Like, a legitimate question. My mum's one of those people that says there is zero chance that there is any life form outside of Earth. Why would anyone believe? I mean, it's not my proof.
Yeah, it's not our proof at all. It's
I didn't take the video.
yeah,
It's just video that's out there now. Has been declassified by the government. That's all. Why would anyone believe it? But yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
we've no reason not to.
A lot of people believe it. Especially, the people that took the video as well. All of the high-ranking military officers that have seen the video, they believe it. They're slowly saying to come out agreeing with the video, even when it goes against their,
Their
interests.
Yeah, and their general beliefs.
Yeah, people say they landed on the moon too. Ah, so you're a one of those.
One of those conspiracy theorists.
Right, and
Gotcha.
and vaccines give you autism. Yeah.
And your parents love you.
Maybe watch the press conference when they got. You mean the press conference when they got back from the moon landing? Maybe watch that. What do they go? We didn't actually go. Here's Stanley Kubrick here. I'd like to thank the visual effects department for making everything look. I'd like to thank my parents for believing in me.
The Academy.
The Academy.
Oh.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Yeah. Okay, so Buzz Aldrin has said some weird things in his old age relating to the moon landing.
And a lot of other stuff, if
But-
you listen to him.
What do you think about 9/11?
We're not even discussing 9/11.
I mean, I think 2 planes flew into some buildings and then shitloads of people died.
Yeah. That's what I recall happening.
I believe it was a convenience to the US government. I don't think they orchestrated it because they're not that smart to be able to pull something like that off.
Clearly.
They just went, "Oh, we can use this to justify our actions in invading the Middle East." And so they did. And they just seized an opportunity. It wasn't orchestrated by them whatsoever. But I'm sure you have different opinions. I mean, I used to work with a conspiracy theorist and I shut him down very quickly. So bring it on, I guess. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's continue. Look, this is a very interesting page. I'm just going to put it out there. Freedom of Information Act documents. Okay.
Basically the homepage, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah. FBI files on Queen Elizabeth II? What?
What?
I mean, it makes sense that they'd have files on the Queen. It's only like, why try to prove anything to someone who denies reality? I just said the because I mentioned the simulation theory.
Someone doesn't understand when you're being sarcastic, do they?
I don't think so. That's a problem. See, that's the problem with conspiracy theorists. Their heads are so far up their ass it looks natural.
Yeah.
And then anyone who goes against their crazy whacked out theories, oh, you're a denier of reality, oh, you deny that, oh, you're blind, oh, you're taking the feed from them, and you're just this, they can't actually, there's no proof.
Yeah.
That's the problem, especially with the flat earthers, who I'm just going to assume you're a flat earther as well. When I watched the documentary where the flat earthers themselves set up an experiment saying, if the earth is actually curved, which it's not, we'll shine a light from here, it'll pass through this hole in the middle, and I'll be able to see it here. But the earth is flat, so we're going to see it if you hold it at this height. But if it's curved like people think it is, you'll have to raise it up to here.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, where are you holding it? I can't see it. I'm holding it at this height where you told me to. Oh, just lift it up a bit. Oh, fuck, I can see it now. Oh, no, I think... Oh, nah. This was nah.
Oh, I must have drilled the holes wrong.
And then come up with a mountain of bullshit on why the experiment was not done properly. I mean, you know, fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, Queen Elizabeth II.
107.
You're saying a flat earther proved the curve? Yeah, a flat earther proved that the earth has a curvature.
They didn't prove it to us, though.
It was in a documentary.
Proved that their theory that the earth was flat was wrong.
They disproved their own flat earth theory. All they did was they proved that the earth is round. Because no one else has ever proven it.
I think someone's on crack.
How? Proven that the earth is round. Many people have proven that the earth is round.
Yeah.
A lot of people have proven that the earth is round. But this is a flat earther proving that the earth is round. Who proved... Oh, you are a flat earther. Wow. Who proved... Oh, where do we start? Do we go all the way back to like...
Do we have to have a lesson on just geography in general, maybe. and how it works and
what was the guy's? I can't remember his name. No, I was thinking of the flat earther.
Oh,
that proved which. Let me just do a quick search. Which flat earther? Flat earther proves himself wrong. Two sticks in the ground. Lol. Let's hear it. What? No. Here, from a fucking flat Earth documentary.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting. Interesting, yeah.
I'm not dodging any questions. You wanted to know who proved curvature? That guy right there. I just showed you. I'm literally showing you his face. I'm showing you him proving curvature of the Earth. I don't know where or when it was done because I wasn't there. But there you go. That guy. Those two guys proved curvature.
yeah.
Done. World record line of sight photograph. This simple demonstration is nonsense. I mean, it's not. See, that's the problem with conspiracy. They just go, nah, it's bullshit. No, it's bullshit. Oh, it's bullshit. Oh, you're full of shit. No. I just imagine them all be like, fat as fuck Texans. Oh, that's how they stand in my head. or just mentally retarded. Either one. That was the guy I worked with though. He was the mentally retarded one. Yeah, I got that's all you got. That's not all I've got. Some video you saw, not one reference of an experiment. I mean that's an experiment. That's an experiment. Is that not an experiment?
And not only that, I didn't think we had to actually reference anything.
A university or anyone that ever measured curvature.
Do we have to actually look this up for you?
Hold
on, I thought this was our stream, not someone else's.
Well, they want like some more things. So we can, if you would like. Here we go. Greek philosopher Pythagoras, first to come up with the concept of a spherical Earth back in the 6th century BCE. So there's one. And then he came up with that was just a theory at that point. And then 200 years later, another Greek scholar who I can't pronounce his name.
Eratosthenes.
Thank you. Came up with a way to actually measure the circumference of the Earth. I'm answering your simple question. If it's so simple, but you're just going to be like, oh, you just read that you just read that. That's not real. You just read that. He knew that at noon on the summer solstice, the sun was directly overhead at the city of Syene, now Aswan. But he also knew that in Alexandria, about 800 kilometers to the north, the sun was not directly overhead at the same time. By measuring the angle of the sun at Alexandria and knowing the distance between the two cities, he was able to calculate that the circumference of the Earth must be about 250,000 stadia, which is their unit of measurement, because measurement is different. There is some debate about how long one stadia actually was, but estimates range from 160 to 210 meters. So put the circumference of Earth anywhere from 40,000 to 50,000 kilometers. There you go. There you go. Sticks and shadows. No mention of curvature. Okay, well, in that case,
but for
prove. Hang on. Prove that it's flat. Can I have some proof that it's flat? If you can genuinely prove that it's flat, I'll believe that it's flat. Because no, I mean, obviously you can't go off of official NASA photos because they're all photoshopped.
Yeah.
Obviously, every website page is fake. Obviously, every single experiment that's been done to show that the Earth is round is obviously fake. Like I get that. I understand that everything's all made up and the points don't matter. But can you this is a genuine question here. Can you prove that the Earth is flat? Because just denial is not proof.
Denial's a river in Egypt. Sorry, I had to say it.
I like it. I like that.
To say it.
I like that. Yeah, no, I've never seen a flat earther show actual proof that the Earth is flat. They just deny that it's round, which is not.
This doesn't work. I mean,
no.
Things like night and day. If the
Night
Earth was
time, daytime.
Well, first step is to determine what the globe
predicts.
It
predicts the end of humanity.
What about an 8-ball? Magic 8-ball?
At what distance would a boat no longer be observed due to curvature of the Earth? No. You're so. I don't think you're understanding me. It's a simple question. Don't ask me questions. Just say the Earth is flat because blank. You fill in the blank. Can we do this? Mad Libs. Here we go. The Earth is flat because we experience it to be a level plane. Yeah, we experience it to be level because we are so small and tiny and insignificant compared to the size of the Earth. Hence why we experience things to be flat. Because it observes, measures, and tests to be level. Science. That's not... No. Like I just said... I'm a science you out, bro. I'm a science you out. Because we're so small. If you were to take a pool ball, as smooth as it fucking is, and then scale it up to the size of Earth, or scale us down to be relative size if it was Earth, it would appear to be flat. But then you bring us back out and it's round again. The exact if you were to make humans so gigantically large, they would see Earth as perfectly round. And it'd be fucking smooth as well. That's how science works. Whilst it's not actually round and smooth, it's not like...
Yeah, it's not like...
like a perfectly round,
it's not like
smooth...
glass.
Yeah. You go down to it and it's hills and valleys and everything. Because science, bruh. I'm being legit. I'm legit. I can't believe we've got a flat earther in our stream.
I know.
This is funny.
We've talked about this.
I know.
It's almost a dream come true, really.
Oh. How many times did I say I'd love to have a flat earther or someone that brain dead
every other stream. Every other stream.
And it's actually happening. Oh, this is great. This is brilliant. Because they can't just be like, let's have a genuine debate.
No. The most basic way to look at it, though, is night and day. How do you explain night and day if the surface is flat? And seriously.
Sure, let's discuss Discord. No, right here's fine. Right here. I mean, we do have... I'm in the process of setting up a Discord. So, but like, realistically, every time I've had a conversation with a conspiracy theorist,
Flat Earther in particular.
It's just straight up denial. There's no... I'm not afraid. I didn't say you were afraid. I don't...
Someone's paranoid.
I mean, they're probably being watched by the CIA.
Mm. Yeah, there's fake birds and all.
Oh, no. You can't believe the fake bird theory. Please don't tell me that you believe fake birds. Because that's a fucking stretch and a half. Please don't say that you believe in CIA-controlled birds.
The pigeons.
No, good. Oh, thank Christ for that.
At least he's got that one.
Yeah, you got that one. That would have been awful. But there are people that genuinely believe that. I don't know why. The setup, we totally can have a stream where we discuss conspiracy theories with you. That's totally cool. We're in the process of setting up a Discord channel.
Discord.
Yeah. Our current setup right now, but in every meme, there is a history like fairy tales. Not every meme. Not all of them. Some of them are just funnies. Yeah, we're currently streaming in person because my offsider here is going back home to New Zealand next week. So give us a couple of weeks. Hit us up on either... our links are there. We've got YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up on Twitter or Instagram. Send us a message, and I'll when we got the Discord up and running, I'll send you a link to it, and we'll set up a time to have a discussion. Yeah. But it's got to be. It can't just be a denial discussion. You got to. I want to see evidence. I don't do Twitter or Insta.
Too bad then.
Well, we've got both of them. So, I mean, we usually stream the same time every. I don't know where you're, but I'll be around. Cool. We stream on this day at this time, usually every week. You can hit up our YouTube as well. That's there. Follow you on here and YouTube. All good. Sweet. Sounds good. Oh, Kelly. Cool.
We've got no idea what time it is there. But,
nighttime. 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 I fucking love that video, man. I fucking love that video. I showed it to my little fella the other week, and he constantly does it. He's all of 3 years old, but he covers his eyes and goes, nighttime. Nighttime. And it's fucking funny. 8:30 p.m. Oh, cool. Sweet. So normally we will have... it's 10 o'clock, so like 3 hours ago. We will usually have started. But today's a bit different. So yeah, hit us up on fuck, I don't even know how to. Oh, you'll be able to see it in the YouTube description. Yeah, join. Oh yeah, there you go. The link to our Discord is there. Hopefully it works. It is still being set up. So yeah, check that out, and we'll get something happening at some stage, and we'll do an actual discussion, and we'll see where it goes. Because I'm I enjoy a good conspiracy theory. I don't see a Discord link on YouTube. I can on our stream. Right there it is.
They can't see you down there doing that.
No, I'm just... See if this works.
Nope.
Oh, I'm not signed in on Twitch currently. Fuck! Should stay signed in. God damn it! Hang on. Yeah, been to the topic about 8 years. Okay, I'll check YouTube. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not coming up on... I don't know why it didn't come up on Twitch. That's weird. But into the topic about 8 years. Flat Earth specifically, or just conspiracy theories in general? Because I'll be honest, conspiracy theories set them out to be 100% believable. But when you dig through them, they have some glaring fucking holes. They have some really big holes in them.
Grand Canyon sized holes.
Like Hollow Earth sized holes. I had to do it.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Conspiracy theories, 25 years. I'm 47. Oh, okay. So there you go. That's a long time to be into conspiracy theories.
I mean, I've always been interested in conspiracy theories, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I find them interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
for sure.
even without digging into them and pulling them apart, I just find them interesting, especially
Yeah.
where they come from.
Yeah. I mean, the whole conspiracy theory thing and the term conspiracy theory came about with JFK trying to add that nutcase connotation to
and the whole MK introduction of MK Ultra and that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, MK Ultra was lots of bullshit out there, layers to the lies. Yeah,
I mean, at least you're somewhat sane. You're a great.
Yeah. The flat Earth one, I just can't get behind. That's just what I can't do. I can't do that one.
That's a personal favourite of ours. Is
When a flat Earther disproves their own theory on their own accord, that's when I fall apart. I can't even. That one's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Conspiracies are fun. They're a fun little thing to check out. But yeah, I mean 47, he's almost young enough to be your bloody grandson.
Yeah, no, that. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, you've been into conspiracy theories for a fucking long time, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm into them, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, yeah, the X-Files. Yeah, I love that show.
Old X-Files, not when they renewed it a few years back. Because that was just shit.
Did they have Mulder and Scully then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was the same.
It was still Mulder and Scully, but they sort of... I forget the entire plot of it because I watched the first 3 episodes and just went, no, fuck this shit, it's boring.
Yeah, right. I watched the old ones. I had a lot of it on DVD as well.
The old ones were brilliant.
Yeah.
I actually binge watched them not that long ago and oh my god.
I haven't watched them for so long. So long.
Especially seeing as how that was one of the things I wasn't really allowed to watch as a kid for some bizarre reason.
Yeah. Trying to load Discord, froze up for a bit. Huh.
No, that sounds about right for Discord.
Yeah, Discord's a piece of shit, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, well, we've got it there. It's not finished by any stretch of the imagination.
It's barely started.
It's barely. Yeah, I am because somebody doesn't know how to really use Discord and can't assist in any way, shape, or form.
Oh look, I try. It just doesn't work.
Barely sends a message through Discord.
Hey, I use it when we're streaming.
Yeah.
That's about as far as my my ability to use it goes.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dinosaur. We've established that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I fucking hate Discord. I love Discord, but I hate Discord. It's yeah. One of those things. So yeah, but no, we'll organise a day. Night for you, day for us, because of the round Earth thing. I can't help myself. I have a genuine problem.
I'm dying.
I mean, could you die a bit quieter, please?
Yeah, but they want to hear it.
I don't know. Okay, I'm good now. Oh, you're in? Lol. Lol about him dying. That's fair. I'd laugh too.
Yeah, I'd laugh. I'd laugh about me dying as well.
So I think taking the, like we've said this many times before, taking the piss out of something like that, it's very much a uniquely Australian thing.
Yeah.
I'm not froze anymore. Got the link. Does the link actually work though? That's the problem. Because I'm trying to find a way to set it to like never expire, and that's like a setting, and you have to like go through some things. Otherwise, it expires within like a few days.
It's another one of those things with just not just Discord, but everything now.
I don't see why links have to expire. It's stupid. Just make it a permanent link, so then you can access without having to go through settings and be like, oh no, hang on, actually I want to just make it permanent. If you've got the ability to make it permanent, make it fucking permanent from the fucking start.
Rather than actually having to make a permanent link from a link, just make the link permanent.
If you would like it to expire, then you go and you have to go through settings to make it expire.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense to fucking expire.
Like a reverse Snapchat in a way.
Yeah. Sure, I don't use Snapchat.
I do. It's a pain in the ass.
Is it because you want your dirty messages to go away?
Oh yeah, I mean, I only want my dick pics to last 24 hours and that's about it. I feel less embarrassed that way.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to use Snapchat. My missus wanted me to send a Snapchat to someone, and I'm like, what do I do? How do I do it? Should I push this button? Push that?
I don't actually know how to use Snapchat.
But you just said you use it. What?
I send messages, yes, but I don't know how to use Snapchat.
I don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you just you Snapchat people.
No,
I didn't know there was like you message them. I thought it was just you snap
You can
them.
send messages.
I didn't know that.
And you can set a time frame on those messages.
Oh, yep. You're in. Cool. You are officially the first non-us person in the Discord.
Which will make a huge difference considering it's just us.
Yeah, we've got a voice channel in there, and in a couple of weeks we'll set something up. Awesome. Well, thanks for helping us out with checking the link works.
Yeah.
I genuinely had no idea.
We found the guinea pig.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work out a day at some stage, and yeah, it'll be an interesting debate.
Very much.
Very much interesting.
Especially as how someone's the arguer and I'm the one that sits back and goes, yep.
I mean, look, I'm just animated.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a patch at the moment. I'm wearing a vest. My patch says, my parents said I could be anything, so I became an asshole. So, you know, just DM me on Discord. We don't have to do it on live stream. I mean,
you've opened yourself up to doing it on live stream.
Yeah.
Now, and, you know.
Yeah. Either way, if you're up for content, always, everything's content.
We went and tried filming content this morning, and well, that didn't work.
Yeah, what are your views on Randonautica? Is Randonautica a legitimate accessing some kind of plane of thought or whatever they call it? Or is it bullshit like I believe it is?
Oh, there's no expectations at all. If this is obviously your first time watching one of our streams, so I think you've set yourself up for a level of expectation, when in all reality you just need to drop all those expectations.
Yeah, drop any and all expectations.
Expect to listen to two complete fucking idiots talking shit. And that's about it.
Yeah. Randonautica. It's an app that was popular a couple of years ago, but it's still going. It's still a thing somehow. And you set your intentions, and then
it's meant to be almost like a thought experiment kind
using
of thing.
a quantum realm, some kind of weird shit. And so you have to you think about what you want to see. So for us doing creepy content, it was okay. We want to see something creepy, disturbing, fucked up,
bizarre,
something
unusual.
like that. Yeah. So some people have done that, and then they go, "Yep, show me a point," and then it'll drop a pin on a map, or in our case, it says, "No, there's nothing in your area."
First time,
yeah,
right.
and I mean, one person did it somewhere over in the States. I don't know where exactly, but it led them to a beach, and they found there was a suitcase that had washed up, and there were chopped up body parts in the suitcase from the Randonautica app that dropped them off there.
Yeah, a lot of the YouTubers in the US are finding like abandoned cars or whatever with bodies in it, or drug deals happening. And
yeah, they're finding real sketchy shit. I think it's just because they were out and about when normally they'd be at home.
Yeah.
Like those that film that kind of shit are normally sitting at home, so don't see that. And now they're actually getting out to the world looking for this shit. You gotta find it.
Yeah.
So, nice coincidence. Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what we were going to test out the theory of, but yeah.
But yeah, people said that a lot of weird shit happened when they were using the app. And weird stuff happened after using the app. There's a shit ton of videos on it.
Basically, just look up Google Randonautica and YouTube Randonautica, and you'll see all sorts.
Yeah, who knows? Lots of ways to explain it, but fun mission. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
yeah. Their website or their app says something about using quantum thought or
runs off void analysis or something, and
yeah, if you want to find something, like go to a place that has nothing there. There you go. Blind spots. Quantum random coordinates. There you go. So you can... A dense area of random points is an attractor. And it just... There's no, like... Find out what it does.
Like, it would have been good if we had been able to do it.
Yeah.
To see what
it led us to.
Because our point basically dropped us in the middle of a field, didn't it?
A lot of them do. They are referring to implications of the delayed choice quantum eraser experiment. I have never heard of that. So it's an extension to the double slit experiment.
Crossing over of reality.
Yeah.
Basically.
And they made it into an app.
Yeah.
And then made money off said app.
Mm.
And got lots of free publicity.
A shit ton of free publicity.
Yeah. And now the app is just kind of sitting there on the App Store or on the Play Store, depending on what OS you use. In my case, the Play Store, because fuck Apple in their bumholes.
They might enjoy it.
Steve Jobs probably would. Fucking fruitcake.
If he wasn't dead.
Yeah, well, that's his own fault, because he wanted to... What was like natural shit. Inspired Philosophy does a nice short video on delayed... Oh, yeah. Inspired Philosophy. I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out after this stream, which, I don't know, maybe we'll have to go and jump in the car and go drive around and find some more.
As long as it's your car, mine's
spots.
a mess.
Yeah, it'll be my car. I've got half a tank of petrol, so you've probably got less than.
I've got 3/4, but I've got to get home yet.
True. So yeah, the 100th monkey.
That's me.
No, you're only like 3 steps away from a monkey. The way that your brain fucking works. Or does it?
I was going to say, what do you mean the way it works? There's no brain here to actually use. Subconsciousness is a lot of fun to look into. Oh, hell yeah. Like, your subconscious is this amazing thing that just it's hard to describe. I mean, the way that it makes you respond to things without you actually realizing it, and being someone who has some serious issues, to say the least, I know that my subconscious does act up a lot. But yeah, in terms of something like this, like Randonautica, the subconscious does play into it a hell of a lot. Because without that, it's this whole thing of what if that's always in your subconscious, the what ifs. And of course, with something like Randonautica, if you're setting out this intention of finding something, I don't know, spooky in your subconscious, you're going to be going, okay, well, especially at night, oh, look, we've found our way into an abandoned building. Oh, how spooky is it? When in actual fact, it's literally just a former mechanic's shop that hasn't been used in years.
It's almost 2:00 here. I think we'll check out a little bit more of this, or we'll finish off this website, the Black Vault. Sorry to just barge in on your conversation here.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's fine.
I am a cunt.
Yes, you are.
The Black Vault, really cool. We've got a few videos that we normally just rip apart, I'll be honest. Wrap it up.
No. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
You're my real dad. Yeah, so normally we check out some websites, watch some videos, and then call it a day. So we're going to check out some videos for a little bit, and then we're going to try some more Randonautica. Drive around, find some maybe creepy shit. You'll see it in the Discord if we do. We'll put something there.
Yeah, we'll put something up.
Just for you, because it's only the three of us in the Discord chat at the moment. Because it's still being set up.
It's still a baby.
Yes. Anyway, we have Watch Mojo here, which is always
spot on, brilliant stuff.
Yeah, quality report. But this is top 10 people who secretly lived in someone else's home. Genuinely fucking frightening shit. We talk about ghosts, cryptids, aliens, fucking all that kind of shit. This is so much scarier than anything else.
Oh yeah.
So much scarier. That's a movie I still haven't seen yet.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stories of people secretly living in other people's homes.
Come into a house like this in this neighborhood that's clearly being lived in. That's bold.
He was a really nice guy. Like, I feel bad for him, but it's just, he wasn't supposed to be living there.
Anthony Jones was arrested and charged with unlawful entry. No one knows how long he had allegedly been living there.
For this list, we're only looking at verified, true stories of people who found themselves living with a secret stranger. Let us know in the comments which one will leave you searching your house for hiding spots. Number 10. Velma Kellen Squatter. 73-year-old Velma Kellen spent a few months one Washington winter wondering why the front of her house was so cold. The problem was so bad that Kellen actually replaced her furnace to keep her home toasty over Christmas, but it remained chilly. Stranger still, the building was mysteriously starting to smell of marijuana. When a repairman came to take a look at the furnace, he had a shocking revelation. Underneath the house, one of the heating ducts had been completely cut so that a squatter could redirect the heat down there. Scarily, this squatter was never found. The only things left in the crawl space were empty beer cans and liquor bottles. Number 9. Jimmy.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit that I'm like, nope. I'll nope the fuck out of that kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just... Especially the fact that they weren't found.
Mm-hmm.
Like, finding them, yeah, that's bad enough. Not finding the person? Yeah, no, I'm cool, thanks.
Yeah. Like... if we go onto a ghost hunt and we're in a prison, put me in a fucking cell for a couple of hours. I'm just going to be bored.
Yep.
Which I tried to fucking do, but, you know.
Shit.
Reasons.
Yep.
I wasn't even there on the night, and because I cracked it. Been to Alcatraz, that was fun. That would be fucking sick.
Oh yeah, lock me on the island by myself for the night. I'm cool.
Yeah. We tried going to Pentridge. I don't know, you probably wouldn't know Pentridge. But it's
I know Pentridge.
Yeah, it's well like you got Melbourne Jail, which is like one of the biggest jails in Australia, I'd say. Yeah. And Pentridge is not far off of that. A lot of bad shit went down there.
A lot of nasty shit went down there.
Yeah. And they still have the old gallows set up. And directly opposite the gallows is a big double cell where prisoners would spend their last night in there looking directly out at the rope that was going to hang them the next morning at 6 a.m. Well, I wanted to spend a couple of hours in there from like 4 a.m. Ever seen Shutter Island? I've seen Shutter Island. I don't know about Shelter Island.
Don't know about Shutter Island. Shutter Island,
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to spend from like 4:30, jump in the double cell, have it closed,
yeah,
and then spend all that time in there by myself whilst everyone else is investigating other areas. So I'm basically in that one section by myself, no one at the door. But then somebody's mother came along and wanted to take over, said I wasn't allowed to do that unless there was someone at the door, and I wasn't allowed to be in there for that long. I could only do like 10 minutes in there by myself.
I spent an hour in there in the end.
Did you?
Yep.
I was told I wasn't allowed to spend more than about 10 minutes.
This was after she left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to do a recreation of people coming up, guards coming up to that double cell, opening it up as if I was about to be hung.
Yeah.
Or hanged, I should say. I think it's technically hanged.
Hung from the neck until you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like recreate that kind of scenario to try and stir up spirits. And then I wasn't allowed to do that, and I said, you're just taking over our investigation. It's something for us. It's the three of us trying to start a TV show.
Yeah.
And then it got quite heated, and I said, fine, have fun, do it yourself. I haven't spoken to them since.
Yeah, and then I spent an hour in there by myself.
How does it, with anyone at the door?
No one at the door.
How is that possible that I wasn't allowed to?
Because I kind of went off on my own.
And let me guess, nothing happened?
It was weird in there.
Yeah, it would have been weird.
There was like taps and everyone, because I knew that everyone else was down the other end of the building.
Yeah.
And there was, from inside the room, there was taps, there was knocks, like it sounded like shuffling of feet.
Really?
Almost, yeah. Imagine someone being nervous, just sort of moving around.
That's what I was expecting to happen,
That's
which makes sense. It's logical because they know that they're just waiting to go and get hanged.
Yeah, it was weird. It was one of those experiences that you know, a personal experience, not a recorded experience, but a personal.
Why didn't you record it?
Because I didn't have any gear on me at the time.
Oh man, I wanted an audio recorder going the entire time to back up anything, so there's proof. I wanted a video recorder in there filming me.
Yeah.
To prove that it wasn't me, like just sync everything up nice and neat, so then I can be like, holy shit, here's some tapping that's not me.
Yeah.
Here is some movement that's not me. Here are voices that's not me.
Like that.
That's the way I wanted to do it. That's what
you
I
know
had.
me. I sat there perfectly still.
Did you say anything?
No.
I sat there
dead silent in the middle of the cell, on the floor, and I just sat there for an hour.
Yeah. What time?
You're asking me a question from how many years ago?
Roughly what time?
I think...
Like, are we talking 11 o'clock at night? Are we talking 3 a.m.?
It was close to 3.
Yeah, okay.
It was close. It would have been close to 3, I'd say, because some people had gone to bed while the rest of us was still up.
Right. Okay. What was some of you sleeping there?
Yeah. Well, we did the overnight.
Yeah. Okay.
Spent the whole night there.
Right.
So yeah, between that and the shadow figure at the end of the cell block, darting him in and out the very last cell.
Yeah. Right. See, I have a hard time believing any of this because I wasn't there. I was supposed to be. I was the one organising the entire fucking thing, and I wasn't there.
Well, then someone else took over organising it.
Yeah, someone that I have not spoken to for a very long time, and I think you're in the same boat.
No, someone that I've spent the last month and a half having a 20-minute conversation with.
What do you mean?
It's taken that long for us to even get to the end of the conversation because they don't check messages.
Oh, so you're still talking to that individual.
Yeah, nowhere near as much as what I was.
Yeah. Anyway, fun little story for you there. We used to hunt ghosts. I lived in a haunted pub for 5 years.
That's how we met.
More than 5 years. Yeah. And yet, despite living in a haunted pub, having super weird shit happen to me, I'm still unsure whether ghosts are real.
I've experienced too much in that time.
Yeah, but you know what I've experienced. Some of the worst shit you've experienced has been with me at the pub, and I'm still like, eh? And you're like, no, ghosts are real. Yeah, ghosts are real. And I'm like, yeah, they don't. Maybe when we die, there's nothing.
You know me, I debunk first.
Yes, I know. Anyway, let's check out Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy's friend. In 2016, Seattle resident Davis Wallman noticed strange things happening in his home. Namely, lights had been switched on and things were out of place. We know what you're thinking. Ghosts. Hello! There was no supernatural force at work here. Wallman eventually investigated his attic and found a woman hiding in a locked room up there, who claimed that Jimmy told her she could stay and that she'd been there for a couple of days already. In fact, she went so far as to claim that it was her house.
I'm like, who the heck are you? Why are you in my house? And she keeps kind of going, this is my house. I live here. I've been here for 3 days. Jimmy said I could live here.
Despite Wallman's attempt to keep her there, the squatter got away, fleeing the house before the cops arrived.
His fire escape ladder was hanging from the deck, and a screen from the bathroom window was in the tub.
It's just weird, you know?
Number 8, Stanley Carter. Christmas is a time for giving.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
But you're meant to give to other people, not to steal from them and give to yourself.
I must stop this Christmas from coming.
This Grinch made the news in Pennsylvania in 2008 when he was found hiding in a family's attic in a house in Wilkes-Barre. During his 10-day stay, 21-year-old Stanley Carter had stolen clothes, cash, an iPod, and a laptop. He'd even written up a list of the gifts he'd given himself, labeled Stanley's Christmas list. Carter was arrested and eventually pled guilty to burglary and trespassing, landing himself 23 months in prison. He also apologized to the family. Number 7, Tigra Shepherd.
Are we going to see any actual video evidence? Or is it just some stories?
It's just some stories at this rate. Oh, looks like there's some evidence there.
Maybe in this one.
6, Jeremy.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
These Ohio State University students got more than they bargained for when they moved into an off-campus house together. The residents frequently noticed odd occurrences such as drawers left open, lights left on, and strange noises from behind a locked door in the basement. They eventually contacted the landlord and police, who managed to get the door open, revealing an entire bedroom.
Inside the room, they found pictures of the guy with his friends and family.
Weirder yet, the mysterious tenant had actually met some of the students in the house, saying his name was Jeremy.
He was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here, and I was like, oh, hey, like, what is your name? And he's like, oh, my name's Jeremy.
They just assumed he was a friend visiting another roommate. Jeremy was evicted and nobody was hurt, but this story is still pretty creepy.
Since Jeremy moved out, the guys have changed the locks on their doors. They just feel lucky it didn't turn out worse.
Number 5.
That's fucked. That's fucked. No, see, that's where I nope the fuck out. No, I don't want to have some random cunt living in my house behind a fucking locked door like that. No.
And not only that, meeting them.
And meeting, yeah.
That's messed up.
Oh, no, I can't even. I can't. No, not with that. No.
Anthony Jones. Down and out with nowhere else to go, 60-year-old homeless man Anthony Jones moved into the attic of a woman in Arlington, Virginia in 2017. She initially thought the sounds coming from the attic might be the local wildlife or even her landlord using the space as storage. But after calling the police, Jones and his belongings were found up there.
Officers found a man in the attic along with a backpack, clothing, and a bed. Police believe he entered the house through a sliding glass door.
Though he was arrested peacefully, he didn't offer any explanation to the cops about how long he'd been there. Whether he posed any kind of danger to the house's tenant is unclear. Either way, she's likely sleeping a little easier now. Number 4, Andrew Swafford. Another incident involving off-campus student housing. This story occurred in 2019 near the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. When clothes went missing and ominous handprints started appearing on mirrors and walls, the roommates thought that their home might be haunted. A strange noise led one student, Maddie, to believe that the ghost might be in her closet, but it was not a ghost at all. It was a 30-year-old man named Andrew Swafford who was wearing Maddie's clothes.
Andrew Swafford is the suspect. He's now facing 14 felony charges. You see him there. The female resident says that her clothes have been disappearing for some time. And, well, she thought it may have been the work of a ghost.
She immediately called for help. Swafford was arrested and hit with a bevy of charges. This was actually the second time within a few months that the students had found men inside their home. Number 3.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Wearing her clothes.
I mean, yeah, sure, if you've got if you're into that, yeah, but some dude living in your wardrobe that's taking your clothes.
Nah, man, nah.
This is like the stuff of your nightmares, isn't it?
It's actual people that I don't care about anything else. It's actual people.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if I find someone living in my wardrobe, I'm throwing fists. I'm throwing down. I'm not going to be like, what are you doing? No.
Just straight laying into them.
Oh, you fucking oath I am. Dude, I got a fucking family to think of. There ain't no part of me that's trying to get out of that nicely.
The thing with me is that you know where I lived last. You know the stories from there. So for me, it wouldn't be anything unusual.
It's not unusual. Yeah.
To have crackheads barge in.
Oh my god. How does that qualify as live? I mean...
Yeah, I suppose it does depend on how you do qualify living.
Surviving.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the only thing that I don't understand is they should have had to have used the closet every day. So how did she
unless
not
it's
notice?
like it could be like my wardrobe with the manhole at the top.
Yeah, so he's going in and out of there.
So he's like climbed up to hide.
But then how's he getting up in there without having something to help to assist him to get into it?
There may be boxes or something on the floor.
They'd have to be strong fucking boxes. He weighs. Well, I mean,
he looks fucking scrawny.
He does
as
look
fuck.
pretty scrawny, yeah.
But even if you're using that just to sort of hoist up to grab maybe
Yeah.
onto the shelf, and then you're using the shelf for most of your weight to climb up, or more to the story or less.
Yeah, that's normally the case when you're watching his videos anyway.
Yeah.
There's either more to it or there's not a lot to it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one video that I'm waiting on.
That may not appear in this one.
Oh, it fucking better.
Carlo Castellanos Feria. Back in 2005, physical therapy director Michelle Friedenberg-Onion was stalked by a valet at the hospital she worked at, a man named Carlo Castellanos Feria.
Who is that?
It's the Candyman.
Who is that?
He claimed in court that he was in love with her, which was why he stole and copied her keys and then followed her home and hid underneath her bed. Castellanos Feria was there, under the bed, for 2 nights, while a video camera that he'd hidden in the room filmed Friedenberg-Onion and her partner. The latter eventually discovered the intruder and he was taken away by the cops, who found latex gloves and condoms in his things. The story was so dramatic, it actually inspired a Lifetime movie.
What we have is the very essence of truth. And you have my word, Mrs. Monroe, that you will never find anyone more committed to your daughter than me.
Number 2.
I'm sorry, what? The actual fuck.
I mean, I guess that's stalking.
That's stalking to a whole new fucking level. Stalking is like you're looking in through the fucking window. You're outside of their residence. You're following them
It's
around.
just taking that extra step in it, that's all.
Yeah, by being under the fucking bed and a camera in there filming them. Are they fucking, going fucking...
They could have been very well doing that.
And he's
like,
under the bed, fucking jerking it.
Yeah.
Getting hit in the face by the fucking mattress. Of them going to town.
Hey, I mean, whatever floats your boat.
And he's filming it to watch and jerk off to later.
I mean, at least he put in some effort.
What a fucking cuck. Well, think about it. He digs her, and then he's jerking off to her fucking someone else. What a fucking cuck. I mean, I'm not going to kink shame.
Theodore Edward Coneys. He may have been nicknamed the Denver Spider-Man, but he was far from the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man we all know and love.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
In late 1941, homeless man Theodore Edward Coneys broke into the house of former acquaintance Philip Peters. Finding a narrow trapdoor to an attic cubbyhole, Coneys made himself at home. It wasn't until 5 weeks later that Peters caught Coneys pilfering food from the fridge. In the ensuing scuffle, Coneys killed Peters, then hid in his cubbyhole while police searched the house. He continued to live there for a further 9 months, unbeknownst to Peters' wife and housekeeper, who became convinced that the house was haunted. When Peters was finally caught, police compared his cubbyhole to a spider's home, hence the nickname.
Before we continue...
Oh, see, that's why people are the worst.
Yeah, I know.
Number 1. Tatsuko Horikawa. Discovering that someone has
Is it?
secretly been living in your home for a few days is unnerving. But what if they did it for an entire year?
Your attic hippies, we can probably fumigate with polymerethane. Your drum circle, we're gonna have to gas. God damn it.
Whoa, how did I get here?
That's what happened to one man in the town of Kasuya, Japan. Growing tired of food mysteriously disappearing from his house, he set up a camera to catch the culprit. It turned out that the thief was a 58-year-old homeless woman named Tatsuko Horikawa, who'd been hiding on the top shelf of his closet on and off for about a year. Police said that the woman was clean and polite enough and just hadn't been able to find a place to live. She'd even moved a mattress into the closet.
Do you agree with our
that's
picks?
not the one I'm
Check out
looking
this
for.
other recent clip from...
But what the fuck?
You look for the one where where you actually see the video of
Yeah.
her coming out of...
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are just fucked.
So it is currently 2 o'clock. Let's watch this one, and then we'll call it.
Alright.
And we'll go randonauting in a car. Luke's top 5. This is so. I think it was this one where we almost had a legit video last week.
Yeah.
Almost. We were so
the
close.
week before.
Yeah, last week before, we were so close to having a real video, and we spent an hour delving into it to find out it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Probable bullshit. So close. So that's the thing. We watch these, but we try and find whether they're legit or not. We haven't found a legit one yet. Not yet, but we're still looking.
And dogs that saw something their owners couldn't see. The dog and the spirit box. Mike Jamison claims that several spirits haunt his home. One night he's recording a session with a spirit box, which is basically a device that scans through radio frequencies looking for sound. Paranormal researchers believe that these sounds come from ghosts or supernatural entities. Mike's dog Buckeye is there with him. The dog is staring at the basement stairs and seems to be a little freaked out by the whole creepy experience. Eerily, a voice on the spirit box first seems to say Mike's name, but otherwise, it seems a bit confused.
Mike? Yeah, what's up, man? You just said my name. That's a dog.
In a later clip, we see more activity in the scary video as the dog heads for the basement stairs. Mike asks the spirits to come up the stairs. His dog Buckeye seems to be staring intently at something, and Mike begins to capture on video what many paranormal researchers call orbs.
Can you walk up my steps? I want to capture you on video, spirits. Look at the dog. Oh, nice. I just seen an orb come through. Ooh, oh my god. I just seen an orb come straight to the right side of the camera at 117.
That's dust.
I did see something come from the left side of the dog, but I'm not sure on that. His tail is not moving.
So, Mr. Animal Behavior Expert.
That dog is really intent on something, but given that it is in a basement, there is a chance that it is a rodent.
Yeah.
That's the thing. In a situation like that, you've got to sort of err on the side of caution, if you will, and say, yeah, it's not necessarily paranormal. Yeah, he's getting some interesting results on the spirit box, but that doesn't account for much.
That spirit box almost seems too clear for me.
No.
Not the way it said Mike.
No.
You didn't hear the volume shift? It was like...
The volume does shift, though. That's the thing.
But, like, the static and it going through everything was like...
If I
at a 2, and then Mike comes through at a fucking 8.
Yeah, if I have my spirit box here, I can show you.
Yeah. I've never used one that's jumped that far in volume.
Both of mine do it. So I've got an SB11, which is the one with the dual channels on it.
Yeah.
And I've got the newer S box as well. And it's the same thing with those. As it's flicking through,
yeah,
volume's real low. But then once a voice comes through, the volume does jump up.
Right, okay. I've only ever used one where it's all been pretty much at the same volume.
The older ones don't have the sound gate on them. That's the thing. The newer ones do. So as it's flicking through, the volume is lower.
Yeah.
And then as soon as an actual voice kick picks up, then the sound gate kicks off.
Yeah. Cool. 'Cause that's always been annoying how loud those things are.
The older ones, like he has one of the newer
SB47 or something.
Yeah, it's the newer SB7, which has the sound gate on it.
Yeah.
And also the particular speaker that he's got on it are actually really good for cutting down on noise.
Right, okay.
I mean,
Well.
those older ones are still a pain in the ass, but...
Cool, I'll just go fuck myself then.
Oh, I'm sorry. But no, that
See his head turn?
Yeah.
You can see.
Suddenly, Mike's camera begins to malfunction, losing focus for no reason. At the same moment, his dog Buckeye freaks out.
Oh, losing focus. Oh my god. Wow, dude, see.
Just went downstairs.
Yeah, my camera just lost focus and I got goosebumps, spirits.
So, was Mike actually communicating with ghosts, and could his dog Buckeye actually see or sense them? Or was it all just random coincidence?
Yeah.
You decide.
I don't believe he's got any...
Cat sees a ghost? One night, Kimberly Haas' cat suddenly becomes very...
I fucking wanted animals seeing shit because it's really... Like, you can't train animals to react to shit that's not there.
I mean,
So,
we all know that cats can break the fourth dimensional wall and see, you know, the whole of space and time anyway.
Yeah.
So cats don't count.
No, well, this cat knows that we're watching it right now. Even though it was filmed however long ago.
That's what I mean.
It already knows that we're watching a video
Yeah.
of it. So it's going to be playing up to the camera.
Exactly.
Knowing that us specifically are watching it
That's
and
what I mean.
streaming it.
They break the fourth dimension and see the whole of space and time. It's scientific fact. We all know that.
Oh shit, I've got a drink in the fucking...
Disturbed by something in the room, even though Kimberly can't see anything. The hair on the cat's back begins to stand up and it paces the floor as if it is looking at something threatening above the dresser.
Kitty cat's not happy. Kitty cat's really not happy.
The cat continues to have a very strange reaction. Eventually, the cat even starts crouching on its back legs to get a better look at whatever it sees above the dresser. Apparently, the cat saw something that their owner couldn't see, and definitely did not like it. The owner, Kimberly, thinks that it could have been a ghost or spirit. But what do you think? Cats get...
Well, what do you think? Seeing as I was downstairs retrieving my drink and some snacks, I didn't get to watch any of that video there. So, being a cat, I know it's different to a dog.
I know cats as well.
I don't know their behaviors like dogs. So, what do you think?
It wasn't completely arched back or anything, but the flicking of the tail is showing signs of intent, interest in something. The hair standing up on its back, as much as it was, is a sign that it's not happy about something. And the ears straight up as it's paying full attention.
It was a
yeah, but that doesn't explain the way it was behaving. A fly, it would show a different type of interest. It wouldn't be reacting like that.
I took hex. Maybe it was a roach.
If we're talking about joints, then yeah, probably. Yeah, no, he really was not happy. He was not a happy chappy.
Yeah, right.
As for what it was, who knows? It could have been something like a roach. But yeah, with his behaviour, I'd say, yeah, just not happy about whatever it was sensing.
So we're at 2 probably not paranormal videos.
Yeah.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Shit. He laid down at the end, not afraid of whatever it was.
Yes, but an animal will lay down if it's sensing a particular vibe.
What about would it be similar to your big cats, how they almost lie down before pouncing?
Yep. There's no real difference.
Yeah, I didn't think there would be. Alright.
Can be quirky, so is this cat just acting bizarre for no reason? Or is the pet seeing something supernatural? Something in the corner. A YouTuber uploaded a video of her dog Bella's mysterious nightly
Not a real
ritual.
dog doesn't count.
The owner says that every night at 9:15, the dog leaves the family and their other dogs and walks alone into a dark room near the kitchen. There, Bella sits and stares at one corner of the room as if intently watching something. The dog will watch the corner for up to 45 minutes, occasionally raising her ears as if she hears something.
So this is what Bella does, like between 9:15 and 9:30 every night. She stares at the same corner.
That's not 45.
Actually, we're kind of all.
Can I just say, that's not 45 minutes, that's 15.
But I guess that's the starting time. Is what I think they're getting at.
Okay. Also, this is an oversized rat, so not an actual dog.
Tucked in back in the back, and the other dogs are with me, but she cruises out here almost nightly to just sit by herself, even in the dark, and just stare at this corner.
Even as the owner films and talks about the dog, Bella cannot be distracted from whatever it is that she's looking at.
Totally looked away when she started talking.
Bella.
That's cool.
Bella. It just doesn't really distract her. Her mode of thinking and paying attention to whatever it is.
Rat dogs will do that though.
But it gets even stranger. From time to time, their other dog Madison will join Bella, staring at the same mysterious corner.
Sometimes Madison will do it too, but nothing compared to what Bella's doing. Although they do tend to raise their head at the same time. There are times when their heads will both go in the same direction where there is nothing.
So, what is it that the dogs see that their owners can't? Is it a ghost or something supernatural? Or is it just quirky behavior? And why every night at the exact same time? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
So, what do you think?
Could be down to anything, including the fact that my dog would sit and stare at the door around about 9 to 9:30 each night because he wanted to go out to the toilet.
Yeah.
And also knowing that rat dogs are known to sit there and listen for noises. So it could be that they do actually have rodents in the house, they just don't know it.
They didn't present in like a threatening way. There was no growling.
Yeah, all it is just interest.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Belmez faces, or the faces of Belmez. I'm probably not saying it right. Maybe? Potentially? That's more... I don't think that's paranormal. I'm looking at the Wikipedia article, so I haven't read through it. But yeah, we, as humans, see faces in fucking everything.
Pareidolia.
Yeah.
It's a constant thing.
Yeah. So yeah, this is another one that, not a ghost. Fuck, I really thought having animals reacting to potential ghosts, we'd be like, I can't explain it. I don't know what that is. There's a squeaky pipe in the wall that rattles when the temperature changes at night. Yeah.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really hoping for like some really profound stuff here. And I'm bitterly disappointed.
Feline Grim Reaper. Oscar the cat was adopted by the Steerhouse Nursing Home in Rhode Island.
I've heard of this one. This one's weird.
I mean, I've heard it. Well, I shouldn't say I've seen. I've heard of very similar stories from people who work in the aged care industry.
Yeah.
Of cats in particular staying with certain patients that, maybe even weeks out from them dying, but they've spent all their time with that patient. But then the problem is, what they've also found in some cases, is that during the night, that cat's laid on the patient's face. And they've actually passed away from suffocation. Or because, they're old and frail, even on the chest.
Yeah.
So they can't breathe properly, therefore they're slowly suffocated by the cat.
That's funny.
And that's the main reason why a lot of nursing homes now won't allow cats.
That's funny.
And when he was just a kitten, along with 5 other cats. The idea was that the 6 cats could provide companionship and comfort for the nursing home residents. However, the staff soon noticed that Oscar was not quite as friendly as the other cats.
Oscar is not always the friendliest cat. He's not friendly to, he can be bribed like many animals, but he is not a cat that will spend quality time with residents on the ward.
But the staff soon began to notice that Oscar did show a special interest in certain patients. The cat would go into the room of particular nursing home residents and curl up at the foot of their beds. Within 2 to 4 hours, the patients would pass away. After the patient was deceased, Oscar would leave the room as quietly as he had entered.
He will only go and stay with patients that are about to die. He will leave rooms, for example, when patients are not close, even though we might perceive them to be close.
If Oscar was removed from a patient's room and the door was closed, he would pace outside, meowing to be let back in.
And Oscar will frantically pace outside the closed door, which that is really something to see.
Even creepier, Oscar has never been wrong.
He's been pretty accurate. I know actually of no event where he wasn't at the bedside.
Now, usually in these videos, I'll ask you, the viewer, if you think a story is real or fake. But there is no disputing this one. It's 100% real. Oscar the cat's amazing ability to predict the demise of patients was chronicled in 2007 in the New England Journal of Medicine, after he had accurately predicted the passing of over 25 patients. Since the publishing of that article, Oscar has now predicted the passing of over 100 patients. So the real question is, how does he do it? Is it ESP or some supernatural ability? Is it something paranormal? You decide.
It's an animal's ability to pick up on our vibes, basically. That's probably the best way of putting it.
Good vibes only.
No, animals are able to read us in terms of basically things like body heat, even right down to our actual heart rate and that sort of thing. So it's not surprising. Yeah, service animal stories are epic. Yeah, we have service animals, not just say seeing eye dogs, but actual dogs that pick up on heart conditions and that sort of thing. And this is what it is basically that same thing.
Yeah.
He's just, this cat is just more in tune
with death,
with the death side of things. So he'll be able to pick up on their heart rate slowing, breathing slowing, all that sort of thing. So I'm going to say yes, that is definitely true, and it's definitely possible.
That's fucked. That's so fucked. Imagine. The amazing part is the choice to be close. Yeah.
So here's a fun little fact for you. So I used to work for a previous, before the job that I've just left, I worked for another pet store where we had a vet.
Yeah.
If the vets weren't sure that an animal was going to survive, guess who they'd call in? Me. I could tell them before they even really got down to testing whether an animal was going to survive or not.
How?
I don't know. Like, you know, if they had an animal that was, you know, fairly like a lot of these people would have been, and they just weren't sure, they'd get me to come in and they'd just say, you know, can we expect it to live? And probably 7 out of 10 occasions, I was right. Within 2 days of the animal passing. I don't know how, but... and see it in the eyes as well, yeah. For me, I think it was more a smell.
What?
Death has a certain smell to it. And it's not like death is an, you know, something's died and it's decomposed. It's this weird, sweet smell. Not a decomposition sweet smell. It's this fruity, flowery kind of smell. People do it, animals do it. It's just, and that's how I kind of just, and then I get a feeling as to how long it's going to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I'd predict the death of people's pets, and it sucks.
Wow. That's fucked.
Yeah.
But imagine being one of these poor cunts in an old folks' home. Yeah, you know you're going to die.
You see this cat. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. 100%. That would be fucked, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. It'd be just, yeah. Laying there and you're just like, oh, yeah, it's going to be another, come on.
Yeah, you lie, you go, oh, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good today. I feel good. I might eat something. Because I was, you know, super frail. But they're not going, you know what? I feel good. I'm going to go for a walk.
I'm going to go to the toilet myself in the proper toilet.
Biofield electrophotography.
Very similar to the old
Helium photography.
Aura photography.
I don't believe in auras.
Vibrations, yes. Auras, no.
Hand on the intro to the X-Files. I don't know. Some of that stuff is interesting, for sure. But there's a lot of bullshit in there. We can take photos of our field of electricity we produce.
The problem is that take a look at the work that Harry Houdini did in
James Randi.
Yeah. All those guys have proven that a lot of that stuff is fake. And can be done with overexposure, underexposure, all that sort of thing.
Yep.
So the whole actual aura photography, even biofield, bioelectric photography has proven to be less than accurate.
Yeah. See, this is where I need a mate of mine up here because he is right into photography. And he'd be able to give detailed specifics
as to how to achieve
it. Yeah, how to do it and the easiest way to do it, what lands, what settings, everything. But he's not going to be here for like a couple of hours. But before you criticize, check out what the process is and then debunk. Yeah. I don't know anything. I'm not going to debunk. I don't believe in auras in general, but that is like a belief thing. I believe a belief thing. I believe. Yeah.
I mean,
good wording, dickhead.
If we actually had the time, which right now we don't because we are on a bit of a time constraint, I would definitely love to dig into it a bit more.
Yeah.
On stream, but yeah, we just do not have the time today.
So it's not the Houdini photos. All right. Next.
Yeah, I could be wrong. It might not be the Houdinis.
Yeah,
but
I know there's a lot of stuff. Like, I do not believe for a split second anyone who claims to be able to speak with the dead. Mediums are completely 100% full of shit and only after your money. Psychics are totally 100% full of shit. And that stuff has been proven to be bullshit time and time and time again. They are. It's all cold reading. That seems incredibly specific. You're like, how could you possibly know that? Because it's a very, very broad question when you look at it. They're not going, oh, your grandmother with this full name lived at this address.
Yeah. Without all the real details.
Looked exactly like this. They're not that's specific. But they're going, I'm getting like a S or a TH kind of, or like a D, a G, an Albert. That you say Albert? Yeah, that's what I was getting. Yeah, Albert. Yeah, like Edgar Case, fraud or genuine. I'm not sure who that is. If they are a psychic of any form, I'm going to say fraud without looking up who it is. Here we go. We've got it here. An American attributed clairvoyant. Okay, no. Claimed to speak from his higher self while in a trance-like state. His words were recorded by his friends, his wife, and later his secretary. Most infamous case, perhaps. I'm going to have to do some form of research on this. The Sleeping Prophet. Lots of data. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have lots of data. The word clairvoyant, though. Homeopath. Ooh. Sunday school teacher. Ooh. Ooh. The only legitimate occupation he's got is photographer. Oh, funny about that.
I hate Sunday school teachers.
Oh, I hate religion.
My dad was a Sunday school teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Images. Is this? Oh no, it wouldn't have been this guy. It'd be someone else. Yeah, man, I get you. Just a case to look into, worth a read. Yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out. Never know what is possible. Look, I remain open-minded about this kind of stuff. I don't believe it until I've got definitive proof. If it runs off of a belief system, I don't believe it.
Which is part of your belief system.
Which is my belief. My belief. Shit.
Dying. Sorry.
I feel like if this stuff was real, when Houdini put up his reward for proof, they would have taken it. James Randi had $1 million on. I'm pretty sure it's even after his death, it is still available.
There. It's still available, yeah.
He was after Houdini, yeah. No one has been able to take James Randi's $1 million. There is another guy on TikTok who is offering $10,000 for proof. And no one has been able to take his money either. Why is it that all these people still, to this day, are claiming that a lot of this stuff is legit? Yet, when offered an award, like reward,
they cannot prove
it. They can't prove it.
Yeah.
It's just, if you can't... If you had his ability, would you want to go public or need money? Yes. I'd want to go public.
I mean, I always need money.
I'm broke as fuck, man. But the way I look at it, you want the world at your door?
No.
What I would want is by going public, I'd want to see if A, can it be replicated? B, can it be learned? Is this something that could potentially be learned? Therefore,
is
can
it
we
something that could change the world for the better?
Yeah. That's what I'd be thinking. I wouldn't be thinking, oh, I don't want people to annoy me. I'd want to know if there are more people out there in the same boat. Can it change the world we live in for the better? That's where my mind is at. Not going, like, it just seems sus.
Yeah.
All of these things seem like Uri Geller. Honest, like, all of them remind me of Uri fucking Geller. One of the biggest frauds out there. Because the problem is a lot of them, they give false hope.
I think that's the worst part of it. It's not the pretending or any... yeah, especially if we go for the ones that we definitely know are 100% fake.
Yeah.
It's not the pretending side, it's that false hope that it gives people.
Well, Darren Brown did a special about it all. He did a cold reading, and he had people in tears thinking that he's communicating with a loved one. And afterwards, he's like, I feel really bad about this. I'm so sorry. I wasn't talking to anyone. I was using their techniques.
Yeah.
To make it seem like I was being specific. But it was very broad, open questions that could apply to a lot of people. So, yeah, a lot of nonsense out there. So many lies, hard to sort through. 100%. 100%. If it was a very small fraction of people saying, I've got this ability, that would make it more believable. But
every man and his dog saying they have it.
Exactly
different
right.
Story.
Yeah, it's truth is very cool though. I agree. The truth is cool. I like the truth.
But finding out what the truth is.
Yeah, look, it can be a needle in a haystack sometimes. Anyway, let's continue on with this last video. Ever looked through WikiLeaks for paranormal? No.
I haven't touched WikiLeaks.
Why not?
Personally.
Why?
I can't stand it.
I've never actually looked through it. Yeah. Have you got something against Julian Assange?
Yeah, he looks like a nonce.
But he's not.
That we know of.
He hasn't been outed yet. Lots of declassified remote viewing cases. I thought they disproved remote viewing. Like, really, like, definitively disproved remote viewing.
They still haven't.
I thought I heard somewhere that they did.
No, as far as I'm aware, they haven't definitively... They're saying that, yes, we have disproved it, but they haven't said that we have definitive proof. Because you can prove something's wrong, but then you also get a lot of people that say, well, it's not... Where's your absolute definitive evidence?
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to go through... Maybe we'll do that for a stream.
Yeah.
We'll go through WikiLeaks for our website. And then just have a peruse. Yeah, it's never been claimed to be real. Yeah. Maybe it was last podcast and left. I think they might have mentioned something about it.
They cover so bloody much, it's not funny.
I know, it's crazy. But, fuck, they do a lot of research. Like, that's one thing that you can't be like, oh, well, because even when, especially when they're wrong, they come out and go, the next episode, they're like, look, we said this, turns out it was wrong.
Yeah.
And they correct themselves, and they've done it a lot.
They'll call themselves out, aren't they? They're not afraid to.
They tried it a lot. Yeah. So we'll look into it maybe next week.
No.
No?
Might have to miss next week, so I'll be busy. It's 2 days before I go.
God damn it, I hate you so much.
I hate myself as well. What's your fucking problem?
That you're gonna have to miss a stream.
Oh, wank on.
No, that's okay, I guess. Fucking just deal with it. In 2 weeks when we've forgotten.
Boo fucking who? Oh, we won't forget because I'll be getting everything set up as soon as I fucking can.
Yeah, no, we'll forget that we're gonna check out WikiLeaks.
True.
And we'll just go back to our stock standard format of a couple of weird websites and creepy fucking videos that we debunk. That's what will happen, I'm telling you.
Oh, we need to write it down somewhere.
Oh, I don't like writing things down.
Type it down.
No, I don't like it.
Why do we write things down but type them up?
Dog sees a ghost. Zach Clark is playing with his new puppy Zoe one day when the dog begins to act very strange. Zoe stares at one end of a room as if something is there, and even starts to growl, bark, and occasionally back away in fear.
What is it? What is it, Zoe?
I'm like afraid to look. There's literally nothing here. The only explanation is it's a ghost. Like seriously, there's honestly no one here. I am literally home alone right now. Look at this. What is she looking at? She keeps looking over there. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell?
1 week later, the dog repeats the same strange behavior.
What are you barking at, Zoe? What is it, Zoe? Dude, no way, not again. What is it, Zoe? Dude, she's looking over there again. What the heck? I hope it was just the fridge turning on. She's in that same spot. Oh my gosh, you're freaking kidding me.
So, what do you think Zoe was barking at? Did the dog see something that her owner couldn't see? Zach seemed to be a little freaked out by his puppy's behavior and thought it might be a ghost. But what do you think?
Tail up and wagging, inquisitive.
Yep.
Those are just little woofs of, hey, look at this. And judging from where it was looking, I think there's just a reflection on that picture at the end of the table, on the wall. No, those are just inquisitive barks, that's all.
Yeah.
Those are just like, hey, look, look here. It's not like, oh my god, there's something fucking coming out to get us.
Like, there was that one video that we saw, the only one that we've been like, wow.
Oh, the one with the
dog.
German Shepherd, yeah.
But it was very, very different to this. That dog was behaving weirdly.
Ears up, tail between its legs, just fucking losing its shit.
Yeah. Only weird for non-dog owners. Yeah. Sure, you look at that freeze frame there, dog looks very fucking sad in its eyes.
Ears down and back, eyes wide. It's worried about something, but it could be that it's had its toy taken away. Could be as simple as that. Especially for that one particular freeze frame.
Yeah, it's just that one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that last video. Oh, man, I was really hoping that we'd see something that was very, very hard to dispute there. I was expecting it because it's hard to get animals to behave in a certain way.
If you don't know how to read your animals, and you don't know your own home, then you're going to think that something's going on.
Of course. Yeah.
Or if you're just trying to get views.
That too. That too. Well, that's mildly disappointing. What a way to end it on a bit of a bummer. Oh, man.
Why is it always worse when you find the videos?
Shut your whore mouth.
You like it when I have my mouth open.
Fucking fuck. That sucks. I was really, really banking on something. I genuinely thought animals can't dispute it.
No.
Yeah. All right, we've got 2 hours in total. Do you want to do this one video, or do you want to do...
Let's do the video.
Random, okay. You can always randonaut when you go back to New Zealand. Aren't you out in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Mm-hmm.
So it might even be a bit better than a built-up suburban area like this.
So you can really just prove it.
Or prove it.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we start, we've not watched many cryptid videos. Where do you genuinely? Where do you sit on the believable scale of 0? There is absolutely no chance of any undiscovered animals. We've discovered absolutely fucking everything that exists on Earth. Up to a 10 of 100% their cryptids are real. This is genuine footage. Where do you sit?
I'll say a 7 simply for the fact that 99.9% of this is not genuine footage. Because we're finding more and more animals all the time. More and more species that we've never seen before.
Aren't they mainly small creatures?
Smaller, yeah.
Not land-based?
Land-based and water
Insects?
as well. Insects. Fucking insects.
They're mainly insects, aren't they?
But there's been a lot of, in recent
Not
years...
mammals.
A lot of species of reptile have been found.
Really?
Especially frogs. Frogs and turtles.
What about, like, entirely new animals?
No new... Subspecies, yes, have been found. Species, I don't think there's been any entirely new species found.
That's where I'm like, let's do a quick little. When was the last new species discovered? Let's see. Oh no. 2022. It's a fish. Yeah, okay.
19th of January 2023, a whopping 8 new species of gecko have been discovered in Madagascar.
Yeah, but see, I want like something new, not like this is a fish. This is a gecko. So it says species. Last new animal. Yeah, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, that's the problem because. Yeah, I'm looking at this and it's going.
Xbox sent message. Why does that come up? And why does it come up in the middle of the screen? I don't even use that. What the fuck? That was weird, man. Yeah. Okay.
Because technically speaking, a new species is
in a world.
Which can be a subspecies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
it doesn't necessarily define subspecies or wholly new animal that we've never seen before.
A new creature.
But we're always finding new species of something.
Yeah. Which, yeah. So you're at a 7.
I'm at a 7.
Like, out of the dodo section of this stream.
This whole stream is a dodo section. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Out of, like, the main cryptids, do you think any of them could be real?
Now, we're talking Tasmanian tigers as well?
No, because that is a legitimate animal that legitimately... how's that a cryptid?
Well, they count it as a cryptid because it's meant to be extinct, but people have still seen it.
Yes. Dodo bird killed off
by people overeating them.
Yeah.
So no, the stream isn't dead like the dodo, if that's what you're implying. It's just that you're not into this portion of the stream.
That's okay.
You don't have to like everything we say.
Which we discovered earlier. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about, like, the dodo never existed.
The dodo... Oh, it did, though.
It did. It was just wiped out really fucking quick after it was discovered.
It was a slow bird, and it was...
A slow bird that never had any natural predators.
When it came in contact with humans, it was like, oh, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
You're my friend. And then the humans went, you're my food.
It never had the chance to see us as a predator.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Was it... it was the Galapagos tortoise. No, maybe as well. An old ship. The Heart of the Sea, I think, is the movie.
Yeah.
And book. A whaling ship.
Yep.
And they ended up on an island. They got, like, split up because this massive white whale destroyed their ship, the hunting ship.
Yeah.
Like, it's a true story. And they ended up on an island. I think it was there. They ended up on an island that had dodos on it, and they ended up killing them all. I think it might have been that one, or it was another kind of ship like that.
Which, in a survival situation in particular, you're going to go for the slowest moving fucking animal you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
And given that it looks like chicken, why wouldn't you?
As for the chupacabra, that's what I mean. Like when I say, do you believe in them?
No, because every evidence video that I've seen of the chupacabra, you can tell it's a dog with mange.
Yeah, but like chupacabra, Jersey Devil, Bigfoot,
have not seen enough evidence to say yes. I've seen more evidence of aliens existing than I have of the likes of those cryptids.
Do you believe that they could exist?
There's a good potential that they could. Yeah.
You believe that Bigfoot could exist?
Yeah.
So that's the one I'm like, ugh, about.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very good chance that he doesn't, but there's also a very good chance that he does.
I just feel like giants, no. Nope. I'm not on board with giants. It's a cool theory. Don't believe in it. Mermaids, that's where it's a little bit maybe. Purely because how little we have researched the oceans.
That's the problem.
Do I believe that they are mermaids like fucking Ariel? No. But there could be a mermaid-like creature with gills that breathes solely underwater that we have not discovered yet. I'm open to that possibility. And it may have...
I mean, when it comes to the ocean, anything's a fucking possibility at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much weird shit down there.
Yeah. Including the bodies of billionaires.
Nah, no, not anymore.
Sorry, the mincemeat of former billionaires.
By now, they've been shattered out by sharks. Yeah. I'd like fairies. No. I don't believe in fairies. My auntie does.
Fairies wear boots.
Yeah. Fairies do wear boots. And I'm wearing an Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt. Fuck yeah.
And you were wearing boots.
I was.
That would
I'm
make
only a
you-
little bit of a fairy.
Well, the way I see you prancing around, I'd say it's more than a little bit.
Fuck hell. No. Fairies, no. Leprechauns, no. Goblins, no.
Dwarves, yes.
No, I don't believe in the existence of dwarves.
Little people.
They don't exist.
So Warwick Davis doesn't
No.
exist.
Not a real person.
He's only half human.
I'm trying to think of what else there is. Centaurs, no. Hydra, no.
Just pull up a list. Mythical animals, you know.
None of the mythical animals do I believe in. Mothman.
The female orgasm.
Myth. Ancient aliens. Now that's interesting.
Yeah. The Anunnaki and all those guys. There's a very good possibility. Especially with getting more and more information on UAPs, etc.
And also...
We can't discount that theory.
And look at what Graham Hancock's doing.
I haven't seen any of his stuff for a while now.
He, according to scientists, he studies pseudoscience.
Yeah.
Because...
Which is basically what all this is.
He goes around, looks at pyramids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he believes that there was an advanced ancient civilizations.
Pre-Sumerian?
He basically... So you've got humanity.
Yep.
Mankind. X amount of years ago. He is saying, what if it's wrong? What if it's actually going all the way back to here on the timeline?
Which is
that changes everything. And all of the big wig scientists are like, no. No, that's fake. It's bullshit. And they're disproving everything.
Yeah.
He's been on Joe Rogan a couple of times. Super fascinating stuff. I know you're not into Joe Rogan.
No.
At all.
Can't stand the guy.
But those episodes in particular, because Joe just kind of sits back.
Yeah.
He'll ask questions, but he kind of takes a back seat and just says, the stage is yours.
Have at it.
Yeah. So he's definitely going against the grain, and definitely believes that there's knowledge that we have lost over time.
Well, I mean, you only got to go back as far as the Sumerians and see how much knowledge we've actually lost. And then regained.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, the ancient Sumerians, they even had knowledge of the planet, of, you know, the other planets before the ancient Greeks and Romans. They knew of that stuff. And it's like, okay, well, how did we lose that for, you know, in that time period just to suddenly get it back again?
Listen to Eddie Bravo. I know the name Eddie Bravo. I think that's on another one of Joe's mates. Robot. Why are you saying with the robot? Yeah, that guy. I don't know if they're best friends anymore. I'm pretty sure on many podcasts over the years. Yeah. Didn't they have like a massive argument because Eddie Bravo is a flat earther and Joe Rogan basically told him, shut the fuck up, you crackhead? Yeah, he doesn't do the show. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. That blew up big time. Yeah, because Eddie didn't want to listen to rational thought.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Good show, but they have done shows since. Oh, okay. I thought that was it. I thought they finished, went their separate ways and never spoke again after that show. That episode. Huh. There you go. Where's the t-shirt? It says Round Earth Shill. Oh, it's funny. I shouldn't be eating these dry chips. They're making me cough. Anyway.
Let's finish this last video because then we've got to get everything ready.
Yeah.
World where the line between myth and reality is blurred, where the shadows hold secrets that defy explanation, and where the unknown lurks in the darkest corners of our imagination, comes a revelation that will send chills down your spine. Brace yourself as we delve into the depths of the unexplained and the realm of the mysterious that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. From the Fresno Nightcrawlers to the New Jersey Devil. Get ready for a heart-pounding journey into the realm of the extraordinary as we present to you the 20 creepy, cryptid sightings caught on film. Number 20. Mermaid. YouTube is full of strange and bizarre videos. The person who recorded this video claims that it shows one of the scariest creatures ever caught on camera. The video is set at Lake Xalotla, Nicaragua. As you watch, you can't believe your eyes. On a creaky wooden dock by the water, there is a creature that looks like a mermaid. Yes, a mermaid, the half-human, half-fish creature from folklore. The mermaid could be seen struggling and desperately trying to go back into the water. Its movements are a mix of grace and struggle, as if it is trapped between two worlds. You feel sorry for this strange being as it fights to find comfort in the depths of the water. What's astonishing is that this is not the only video of its kind. Many videos claiming to show mermaids can be found on YouTube. People are both confused and fascinated by these alleged sightings, which come from places all over the world. But the question remains, are these creatures real or just a hoax?
That's what I feel like. If mermaids are real, they're going to look like that.
Yeah.
Some weird fucking
Some
thing.
weird, an actual hybrid of
Yeah.
man and fish.
Yeah, definitely. As for that first fat thing, that was just straight CG.
Yeah. You could tell, because at one point there, it was balancing on thin air.
It wasn't horribly done.
But it was bad enough that you could go, yeah, that's CG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was good that they had the shadow in there to add to the believability of it. But it was
up until the point where you could see it floating at one point there.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't color corrected properly.
It was too bright compared to the rest of the surroundings.
Yeah. But other than that, it was a fine clip. This one is a lot more believable. It looks, just from that still, CGI spotting skills that will come in handy. Yeah. I've done a fair bit of CG work, so I know some of the, not a lot, but yeah, some, like the light not being right. Yeah, the way the light reacts and everything. Yeah. This one from this still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean the light's not too bad on it, is it?
No, you look at the.
It's not great, but it's also
No, because you look at like the shadows and everything.
Yeah,
I reckon it's something that's actually in the camera. I don't think that's CG. I reckon that's probably something in camera.
So what, like a suit or something?
Could be, yeah. Or it's just straight up a mermaid.
Unfortunately, we can't definitively answer that. It's a mystery waiting to be solved. We'll leave it to you, the curious viewer, to think about whether this footage is genuine or a clever trick. Regardless, watching a mermaid in real life, struggling to...
I didn't notice that until the last second.
Because they didn't show
to think about whether this footage is genuine or a clever trick. Regardless.
They did not show that clip.
No.
That part of the clip. I'm on board for this now.
Oh, yeah, totally real.
I am on board for the Sunnies.
Watching a mermaid in real life struggling to return to its watery home gives a weird feeling. It's like a darker and more sinister version of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Number 19, Fresno night crawlers. A strange sight was captured on a home security camera in Fresno, California back in 2007. It showed a peculiar creature known as the Fresno night crawler, which looked like a pair of pants walking around without a body. This unusual occurrence gained local fame, and soon 2 more sightings were reported in Yosemite National Park in 2011. The footage of the night crawler spread widely online, sparking discussions about aliens and demons. However, skeptics started investigating, and a YouTuber named Captain Disillusion analyzed the footage. He pointed out that the poor quality of the recordings made it easy to fake using CGI or a modified video clip of someone wearing MC Hammer pants. To make matters more suspicious, the owner of the original tape claimed to have accidentally erased the high-quality version, making it impossible to verify the authenticity. This convenient circumstance led skeptics to believe that the entire incident was likely a hoax orchestrated by the camera owner for attention. Since there have been no sightings of these peculiar creatures before or after these incidents, unless they reappear, we personally believe that this whole thing was just a publicity stunt to promote wearable sleeping bags which resemble the night crawlers. Number 8.
Video photos for stream. It's still working on my end. On Twitch. Maybe refresh it. I don't know. That reminded me. Remember when people were like putting on tracky pants? Looks good now. Fuck yeah.
And hiking them all the way up over their shoulders.
Like with their arms down the pant legs.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
And I've even seen stilt walkers out of fear looking, dressed similar to that anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that one's I'm assuming, I'm going under the impression all of these are gonna be bullshit. That's my call.
Yeah.
I'm calling it early. But we're gonna rip it apart because it's fun.
Ice monster. A creature was seen swimming in the cold Chena River in Alaska in October. Craig McCarthy, an employee of the Bureau of Land Management, spotted the icy creature swimming in the murky water. He quickly recorded a video of the sighting, which sparked a debate on the internet. Some people wondered if it could be Nessie, the legendary creature from Loch Ness in Scotland, visiting North America. In the footage, you can see what appears to be a 15-foot-long creature moving through the water. It seems to have icicles on its back due to the freezing conditions. McCarthy spoke to a local newspaper and initially thought, along with others, that it might be a rope tangled on the riverbed with chunks of ice. Different theories have been proposed, ranging from a sea monster to a giant sturgeon. Some experts support the idea that it could be a rope with formed icicles, helping it stay afloat and giving the impression of swimming. Despite the video, no one has been able to conclusively prove the identity of the creature lurking in the water. This has led many to believe that it could be genuine evidence of an unidentified creature that modern science has yet to classify.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, you look at it, it's clearly some sort of, I don't know, we'll call it rubbish, which is what most of these videos are. That's literally just being pushed around by the current. That's all it is.
It's ice, definitely frozen.
It's got ice on it, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, you can see that it doesn't have a full body. It's like got these weird segments that actually have big spaces between them. So, yeah.
So erring on the side of legitimacy, could that not just be like lumps? Like it's rising higher up out of the water and then sinks back in while it looks like a gap?
No, because if that was the case,
like
it would be one piece.
You think of like a gator?
It's moving in serpentine.
Yeah.
If it's moving in serpentine fashion, it's not going to have pieces raised up out of the water. When an eel's swimming, it's one piece moving like this.
Yeah, but
It's not moving like...
No, I'm not saying it's moving that way. I'm saying that some of it is sticking up out of the water. Some of it is...
Yeah, but you could even see in the video that it was like this big chunk off to one side that was under the water still.
I mean, I'm trying to help a bloke out here by saying his video's cool.
The only other thing could be is a sturgeon, which, yeah, it doesn't look like a sturgeon.
I'm just trying to help out that fucking bald cunt by saying his video looks good.
Well, it doesn't.
And here you are just shitting on his art.
Why not?
You're such a cunt.
Yes, I am.
17. Mothman. Here's a question that you probably haven't heard before. Do you believe in Mothman? Oh, you might not know what Mothman is.
So.
Well, it's kind of like Batman, but completely different from Batman. Does that explanation help? Maybe we should just...
I believe in moths. I believe in men.
But not Mothman.
Closest to Mothman you can get is a man with a moth on his head.
What about a moth with a man on his head?
Nah, because it's a dead moth.
True. There's just man on moth.
This is a man with a squashed moth on his ass. Fucking hell.
Oh.
Move on. On November 15, 1966, a newspaper in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported that several people had witnessed a bird-like creature, similar to a man in size, during a normal evening in the area. This report received national attention, and many people became intrigued by the mysterious creature. Soon, numerous individuals from all over the United States claimed to have seen the same creature, leading to its nickname, Mothman. Even today, people still claim to spot this alleged creature, especially with the help of modern technology. However, it has become increasingly challenging to convince others of these sightings due to the ease of skepticism and the difficulty of providing irrefutable evidence. In this era, even video evidence cannot be fully trusted. Seeing is believing, but it must be seen in a way that cannot be disproven. Life can be complicated with so many rules to consider. Number 16.
So, with things like a fan of Back to the Future, with things like your witness statements, when they're talking about things being a certain size, the amount of times that they over-exaggerate, and there have been studies for this as well, is ridiculous, and how far they over-exaggerate. So that could very well have just been a regular owl.
Because barn owls aren't small.
No, but they see it in it could be that it was a lot closer than they thought as well.
Yeah.
And it's just an illusion, and they look at it, oh fuck, that's really far away, look how big it is, when in actuality, it's a lot closer.
Yeah, and a lot smaller.
Yeah. So then they go, oh yeah, it was like 6 foot tall. No, it wasn't.
It was
1 foot tall.
It was 1 foot tall, and it was about 50 meters closer than what you thought.
Yeah. Mandela effect, yes. The Berenstain versus Berenstain.
Kazam or Shazam or whatever it was.
Yeah, Shazam and Kazam. Yeah. And Nelson Mandela dying in prison and versus getting out. He got out and within 6 months was divorced. He's like, I can do time in prison. I can't live with that bitch. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
He did 27 years in prison.
And then divorced.
Divorced as soon as he comes out. can't deal living with his wife. That's fucked, isn't it?
Cryptid swims in Thames. In the middle of 2016, the internet buzzed with a captivating video that unveiled a mesmerizing sight unfolding in the murky depths of London's Thames River. A curious tourist, aboard a cable car seeking breathtaking views of Greenwich, stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Across from the renowned O2 Arena, the observers' eyes widened as they witnessed a remarkable creature gracefully navigating the water. For a fleeting moment, a colossal entity emerged from the depths, casting an imposing shadow beneath the surface.
There's been plenty of movies on this. It's just Godzilla.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Likes to visit London occasionally.
Yeah.
Take the odd swim up the River Thames.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Oh, that's you, is it?
It could be. It depends on what the date is on.
Yeah, that could be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my schlong as I'm doing backstroke up the Thames.
You wish. That's you because you're a fat cunt.
Good point. Even more so, fair point.
Ours are large enough to take your bebis. So are dingoes. Perhaps this is where the law comes from. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And that's what we're saying, you know. There's...
Probably an owl.
Yeah.
Its back was adorned with a series of multiple fins, adding to the mystique of its colossal size. Alas, the encounter was fleeting, granting only a tantalizing glimpse of this enigmatic being. Speculations abound regarding its true identity. Some daringly propose that this creature might be a basilosaurus, a colossal marine beast that roamed the Earth some 35 to 40 million years ago. Yet somehow managed to survive undetected in the unseen depths of the river. An awe-inspiring notion indeed. Nonetheless, skepticism shrouds this breathtaking footage, with skeptics postulating that it could be a clever fabrication, digitally manipulating the footage to introduce the mythical creature into the frame. The very possibility of such an ancient, gargantuan creature having eluded human awareness for countless years and now calling the River Thames its home is a tantalizing enigma.
What do you legitimately think that could be?
I think it's been introduced into the video.
Oh, you reckon CG?
Yeah. I mean, in saying that, though, there are stories of things like seals and penguins that have actually been found in the River Thames in London.
Yeah, but they're not going to be that fucking big.
I know, but
that's a fucking big fucking penguin.
a small species of whale?
Yeah. Regular sized species of whale.
Yeah.
I don't think a small species.
It could be a small species of whale.
As in, their numbers are small or physically small?
Physically small.
I don't know how big River Thames is, so... but looking at, like, everything that's around, that thing looks pretty fucking big. So, could it be debris in the water?
Possibly.
And it just happens to look like something?
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Like the Godzilla video. Have you seen that the new one?
Not the new one, no.
There's a ship, video not focusing on whatever it is. Oh, yeah, I've got it paused at the moment. Video. It kind of focuses a little bit. Like you can kind of
Number 15.
Oh, it's gone now. Fuck. Yeah, there's like an iceberg that goes like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
But the way that it formed looks like the back of Godzilla.
Oh, so everyone's just go, oh my god, it's Godzilla.
Yeah, because it genuinely looks like it.
Yeah.
That could be the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
100%. Anyway, let's look at this
grotesque monster.
Beautiful creature.
On July 23, 2011, two boys heard strange noises on their property and decided to investigate. They used their phones to capture footage of their encounter as they searched through the dark surroundings of their rural farm. They could only see a few feet ahead of them with a dimly lit torch, and they heard eerie noises in the distance. Eventually, they stumbled upon a barn covered in graffiti.
Of course.
From inside, a sound similar to a wild boar's guttural squeal sent chills down their spines. It was a chilling groan that would make anyone's blood run cold. The two boys hid, switching off their torches. They could hear something scratching behind the wall. Despite the craziness of the situation, they decided to take a peek.
Does that remind you of anything?
It reminds me of plenty of things, but what were you thinking in particular?
Dude can't keep the camera straight. No, they never can. It would take away from the mystique of it all. Last week or the week before?
Oh yeah, and the thing popping its head up over the top.
Over the roof.
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same, doesn't it?
Let's see the face on it, and I can almost guarantee it's
Inside the barn.
Yeah.
To their surprise, they spotted a creature with a humanoid appearance lurking in the loft.
It
had a pale face with...
It is exactly the same.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
From Doctor Who. Fuck, what is the name of the type of creature? Fuck, I'm gonna have to look this up now.
God damn it. I've not watched heaps of Doctor Who. I've watched up to somewhere along Matt Smith's Doctor.
It looks like. Can't even fucking spell.
God damn it.
It looks like the.
Some random thing from Doctor Who?
No, they're actually a fairly major part of it.
Sorry, I'm allergic to your bullshit.
I'm trying to remember the fucking name of them.
Yeah.
They look very similar to that.
So could it be someone that has one of those masks?
Yeah. I'm trying to find a picture so I can show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I think I know what you're talking about.
I want to say they're called the Silence, but I don't think it's
No. I know what it is that you're talking about, though. They wear, like, the suits. Yeah.
Those guys.
Similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, the Silence from Doctor Who. That's what they're called. You can't tell me that doesn't look like it. That does not look like that.
Yeah. Just with
a
red eyes.
shitty version of it.
Yeah. So it could be that was a mass-produced mask, and it was based off of those.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yep. And it's doing the exact same thing in this video as the other video that we watched the other week.
Yeah.
Except that the other one was someone's roof. And he climbed out onto the roof to see it over the other side, peeking out in the exact same fashion.
Yeah. Which you're going to do that to, just freak people out anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. Or, on the flip side, this is a real creature, and that's the way it actually behaves.
Yeah.
Which would be fucking wild. That'd be crazy if this was like a legitimate creature. Not two people that have bought the same mask with the same idea of creating this creepy video.
I mean, it makes for good videos.
It does. And the fact that they're two different people making the same video almost kind of lends itself to the slightest hint of some credibility waving over it.
Yeah.
I still don't believe it's legit.
No.
Not even for a second. But I want to.
Especially with camera quality and
the
story they've made up. And that
as
sort
I've
of thing.
told you before, it's the low quality vids, man,
that make it more authentic.
Yes. If you had crystal clear footage, everyone would be like, no, that's stupid. But because you've got low quality video, makes it more believable, makes it more creepy. It's the low quality vids.
Creepier than
Small eyes, a wide nose, and a bald head. The creature shrieked at them, causing the boys to panic and run into the darkness of the night. People have speculated about the identity of this mysterious creature. Some suggest it might be a demon, while others believe it could be an alien hybrid seeking refuge in the abandoned barn. Could it possibly be an animal that has managed to avoid human contact until now? Number 14.
I want to hear the video.
Yeah.
I want to hear the noise it made.
That's
Don't just
the
tell
problem.
me.
He's not actually showing any
Yeah.
real video. He's showing little spots with no audio.
Yeah. If you shine a light on something and see that, I expect an appropriate response.
Yeah.
I think running is a very appropriate response. Noping the fuck out of there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, running all the way to Nopesville on that one.
And shitting yourself the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you genuinely see that, like 100% you're just, what's that? That's a weird noise. I'm going to film in case something weird happens. So there's motivation to be filming.
Yep.
Which I like.
Mm.
And then you shine a light on that. What's your response? You and I are out in the middle of the woods. We hear that. We stumble upon a derelict old barn.
Yep.
And we're like, we can hear something inside. We're like, what the fuck? This barn hasn't been used in a very long time. It's so overgrown here. What animal could that be, I wonder? And we creep in.
Mm-hmm.
And we see that. I shine a light on that thing. We hear a noise up the top. I shine a light on there. You're filming it. And you see that peer over. What's your response?
Scream, what the fuck is that? And push you in front of me.
As you run off?
Yeah.
Shit.
You've got the longer legs. You're more inclined to be able to get away from it faster. I'm not. I need that head start.
Yes. But I suppose you have to do what you can. Because I'd feel very confident. You don't have to be the fastest person. You just have to be faster than at
than
least
the other
one.
Yeah.
ET moment. Stick out your finger and see what happens. Boop it on the nose. Boop. And you have to go, boop. You have to say it. Otherwise it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's not a boop if you do not make the sound.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're doing it to. You cat, you gotta go boop.
Yeah.
If you don't go boop, it's not a boop.
Just make sure you're booping it properly and not on the other end. Whoa! Why'd I go in?
How or why do you end up booping it in the asshole?
It's a random alien creature. You may not know what's
Actually,
its asshole.
that could be its backside.
Exactly. You don't know.
It could be facing the other way around. Yeah.
Like that episode of South Park where they eat with the food up their ass and then they poop out their mouth. That may be how they naturally eat. You don't know, do you? So you might accidentally boop your finger up its ass. Just saying. It's a possibility, man. You got to think of everything.
I generally look at something before I boop it anyway, so...
Yeah, but it's an alien. You don't know what's what.
Yeah. You're right.
Like on Scary Movie, they pee out their fingers.
Yeah, good point.
So,
Yeah.
You may think you know, but you don't. You don't truly know. Here you go, number 14, humanoid creature. That is CG.
Humanoid creature. This video is quite disturbing. It was supposedly recorded in a remote zoo in Romania back in 2014. It is believed that a traveler passing through rural Romania discovered a secret farm operated by illegal traffickers. This farm, which is heavily guarded, apparently houses exhibits that are kept hidden from the general public, either because they are unknown or because people prefer not to know about them. Surprisingly, the backpacker managed to sneak a camcorder onto the property and filmed one of these exhibits. The video starts with the backpacker explaining...
He hasn't got a camcorder, he has a phone, hence it is in that aspect ratio.
Yep.
I'm just going to put that out there. Otherwise, it would be in landscape, not portrait. He's filming on a phone.
That the zoo has a deformed animal locked up in one of the sheds. As he moves through a crowd of people, everything goes dark. The crowd gathers around a sealed cell with thick steel bars, and their reactions indicate that something extraordinary is happening. Eventually, a gap opens up between two people, revealing a glimpse of a strange creature that appears to be humanoid. The creature moans loudly as it clumsily moves forward. Someone in the crowd yells, causing everyone to recoil in horror as the full extent of the creature's deformities becomes apparent. It seems to be a disfigured monster held against its will. The footage suddenly goes black, leaving us to ponder what we have just witnessed. No one has been able to provide an explanation for this video. Many people hope that it is fake, but there is an unsettling authenticity to it that leaves a lasting impact. Number 13.
The only other thing that I could put it down to is that it is, in fact, something from like a sideshow, you know, like a haunted house or something.
Yeah.
Because, you know, especially in the States in particular, they have some really elaborate costumes.
Oh,
in
yeah,
those
for
haunted
sure.
houses. So, yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah, I don't think it's CG. After looking at the full video, I don't think it's CG.
No.
But I don't believe it to be real.
Yeah, it's not some poor experiment or something that's been locked up.
No.
For effect, yes.
Yeah.
But in reality, nah.
And, like, a lot of those kind of things, if you make it seem like it's underground, if you make it seem like it's illegal, and you don't let on that it's bullshit,
yeah,
you're obviously going to get the reactions that you want from a lot of people.
And especially when you're only showing that one little piece.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about him filming. I'm talking about people that are running whatever that is.
Yeah. But even in general, if you're only showing a small amount of something...
Yeah.
You know, if it's in some sort of, you know, show, if you just give a little bit...
Yeah.
There's less chance for people to pick it apart. At the time.
Yeah.
Until it gets on YouTube and we come along and go, well, yeah. It's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Is it cool? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Mm.
Is it believable? No.
No.
Doesn't detract from how cool it is, though.
Pennsylvania White Bigfoot. In Carbondale, Pennsylvania, local residents have reported seeing a strange creature lurking in the woods. They describe it as a tall, white Bigfoot, about 6 to 7 feet in height, covered in shaggy fur all over its body. People often hear unusual sounds like low groans and rustling in the trees. In 2008, a video went viral showing this creature. It was recorded by a man who heard noises from his yard, which borders the woodland. In the clip, you can see a very peculiar-looking creature.
How did they get that picture of me?
Fuck. Me.
Shut up.
I
didn't think anyone was filming at the time.
You're just standing behind the tree jerking off.
Well, you know me. Anywhere will do.
Every 20 minutes on the dot.
I've jerked off 5 times since we've started the stream.
Is that all?
Yeah. I'm being polite.
Clearly. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
This should be like, you should be on to like finish your 10th round.
No, I'm being polite. It's your house.
It's weird.
Don't want to leave too much of a mess.
Yeah, that just looks like a store-bought costume.
Very much so.
But like I said, fairies. Let's get going.
Creature. It briefly pauses and then swiftly disappears into the darkness. It has deep black eyes, a long cone-shaped head, and is covered in white fur. Experts have pointed out that faking such a figure would be extremely challenging. The creature's tall stature and massive proportions are unusual, and it moves quickly despite its large size. Its face also reacts and contorts, suggesting that it's not simply a mask. It's worth mentioning that Carbondale has the first underground mine in the U.S., a vast network of dark tunnels. Some speculate that this creature might reside deep within these mines and only emerge to hunt. This creature, known as the Rake, is a terrifying entity that has been gaining attention recently.
Hold up.
Number 12.
What?
How did we go from Bigfoot to the rake?
I don't know.
They're two separate things.
I'm confused now. I need an adult.
Good fucking luck around here.
Yeah, I know. I am the adult. Fuck.
Unless that's meant to be referring to this particular creature.
No, but like
But it was it was right in the middle, and it was kind of seamless transition between them.
So he's calling that creature a rake.
Yeah.
Which, no.
The rake is something else entirely.
Yeah. That thing looked beefy.
That was Bigfoot.
Yeah, a Yeti. Sasquatch.
Sam Squanch, even.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
That was not the rake. The rake is thin. The rake is more pale than that. With big eyes and a big mouth.
Oh my god. If you're going to do a video on cryptids, get your fucking cryptids right!
Fuck me.
Alien hybrid. Several years ago, a strange incident was captured on film in a remote area of southern Vermont, United States, a few miles north of the Green Mountain National Forest. Local residents had been reporting sightings of a peculiar creature with long limbs. The situation escalated when livestock in their backyards were discovered dead with puncture wounds on their necks, and other animals, including chickens, were disappearing without a trace. Eventually, the footage emerged when two children claimed to have encountered an alien in a nearby park. They explained that while heading home from a party, they heard unusual sounds. They quickly pulled out their phones and captured footage of a peculiar creature with long limbs walking across the grass from behind a tree. The creature had a round black head and a slim body. Its hind legs resembled those of a human, but what stood out the most were its two front arms, which moved eerily as it stalked through the park. Initially, the authenticity of the footage was met with skepticism. However, the boys insisted that it was genuine and hadn't been altered in any way. The video, combined with the reports of dead livestock, raises an unsettling question. Could there really be an extraterrestrial creature living in the hills of southern Vermont? Number 11.
You know what that looks like?
What?
Those crutches that you get, like the one pole crutches, whatever they're called.
Yeah, elbow crutches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just someone who's got a pair that's too big.
But then again, the boys did say it's authentic footage, so it
has to, true. No, it's an alien.
It's got to be something.
An alien, yeah. It's an alien, yeah.
Just it has
skinny,
to be.
Yeah, just skinny alien.
And you put two and two together, knowledge of these, of these animals being slaughtered, and the footage, and it's got to be real.
Yeah.
There we go. We've got our first.
Whew!
Real
I'm glad
evidence.
we've got.
I mean, we were up to number 12 in this video, and we'd watched a couple videos beforehand.
Finally got a legit, because we need to go back and see how many other videos they said it was real. I've not been paying attention to that. Fuck. So maybe all of the videos are legit.
Well, I mean, everything on the internet is true.
True.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
The skunk ape. The skunk ape is a big, smelly creature that has been seen in the swamps and forests of the southern USA. People.
He's a big, smelly boy. He's a big, smelly boy.
That's an old picture.
Isn't it just?
It's been around for years and been disproven.
What is it?
It was literally a guy in a costume.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but
yeah,
it's not a smelly boy.
No, it's not a smelly boy.
Oh, he might be a smelly boy.
I mean, depending on how long he was wearing that and how hot it was, he could be a really smelly boy.
Or when was his last shower?
Have reported seeing the skunk ape since 1957. In 2000, someone sent a photo to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office in Florida, claiming it showed the creature on their back deck. Some think it might be an orangutan, but orangutans have red fur, so this doesn't match. The photo could be fake, but it's one of the most convincing pieces of evidence. Another alleged skunk ape sighting was shared on YouTube in 2013 by Josh Highcliffe, showing a creature similar to Bigfoot pulling bark off a tree in Mississippi. Some say these sightings could be bears, but when Josh's creature stands up, it's clearly not a bear. It's hard to say if these sightings are real or just people in costumes. One issue is that if Bigfoot is real, there would need to be many of them to survive. Without a big population, they wouldn't be able to reproduce well, and they would gradually die out. On the other hand, if there were many Bigfoot, sightings would be more common, and
Big feet. Feet.
Actually, what is the plural for Bigfoot?
Bigfoots. Legitimately, that's what it is.
So it's not like sheep where more than one sheep is
a sheep.
Is sheep.
It's a big feet.
You see those big feet out there?
Just some really big dude. Hey guys, I'm really self-conscious about how big my feet are. Can you stop making fun of me, please?
Look at Bigfoot.
I've been called Bigfoot my whole life.
He's actually only about 4'3".
He's just got big feet. It's not my fault I have to wear clown shoes for real.
They're not clown shoes, they're just Jordans.
They're just normal shoes.
It's because I'm short, it makes my feet look bigger.
Oh my god. Again, last podcast on the left, I'm pretty sure I had that discussion.
Yeah.
Is it Bigfoot, big feet, Bigfoots? And they came to the conclusion it's Bigfoots. They had a full discussion about it. About what do you call multiple Bigfoots? And they said it was Bigfoots.
That's the fucked up thing about English, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, I mean, if we gave it a different name, why didn't we call it Big Hand?
They might actually have very small hands.
They might have small feet.
But we've got proof that. Well, proof.
I was going to say, what proof?
Air quotes.
Maybe that's
proof.
their hands.
Then what do they got on the ends of their arms?
Their feet.
Well, they do say that they're a type of ape. So technically speaking, apes do have hands and feet are interchangeable.
Yeah, exactly right. So there you go. Point proven. They're now known as big hands.
Big appendages.
Guys, I don't like you calling me big appendages because I've actually got a really small dick. And my dick isn't it's an appendage.
Oh.
It's really hard to date women when they go, oh, you're a big appendage. I bet you got a real big dick. And then I say, actually, I don't. It's a common misconception.
Big feet don't equal big dick.
You know what they say about big feet? No, it's not that they got a big dick, because mine's not very big.
In fact, it's below average.
Only just, though. Only just below.
It's 4 inches, but you know.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
We've devolved to that point, haven't we?
What the fuck's going to happen with our 24-hour live stream?
Oh. Especially if we start drinking.
We've been going for 3.5 hours. We normally stream for like 7.
Yeah,
and it's around that
7.
6 to 7 hour mark that it starts to turn to this. We've managed to make it in 3.5.
I think the problem is we've been in the same space since what, 8:30 this morning?
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. This 24-hour live stream's going to be fucking cooked. Especially if you're physically here for the live stream.
Well, of course we're going to be physically here for the live stream.
I mean, we could do a 24-hour one with you over.
Oh, that could go so wrong.
Why?
Well, given the fact that I'm going to be in a shed away from the house.
Yeah.
When it comes to the toilet breaks, things are going to go seriously wrong.
Okay, so let's continue on with our
mental breakdown.
This video, whatever we're calling him now. I don't know.
The mystery would be lessened. So whether Bigfoot is bears, apes, costumes, or unknown species, one thing is certain. They're fun to think about while spending time in the wild. Number 10, La Junta, Alien. The alien encounter would have been a completely different story in today's world. One major factor is the abundance of cameras everywhere, which would make it difficult to protect the alien from curious onlookers. If you need proof of this, just take a look at the following video. It was posted on Facebook and captured outside a home in La Junta. The footage shows a peculiar creature resembling something like Dobby wandering around the neighborhood. It seems confused or curious, with its wobbly legs and floppy ears. The homeowner, Vivian Gomez, noticed a shadow outside her front door, but it wasn't until she reviewed the footage that she realized what was happening. Interestingly, the other two cameras didn't capture anything. Once the footage was shared online, it caused a frenzy worldwide. People from all over chimed in, hoping to uncover the identity of this creature. However, there is still no definite answer. Could it be an alien, a person in a suit, or something else entirely? The only response that can be given is, I have no idea. Number 9, Chupacabra.
Did you know
the Chupacabra is a creature seen in Texas and Mexico. It attacks and drinks the blood of livestock. In Texas, it looks like a large dog with spikes on its back, while in Mexico, it's seen as an alien lizard. Pictures of the Chupacabra are often scary, but they are usually just sick dogs or coyotes with a skin disease called mange. This makes them lose their hair and their skin shrivel, so the Chupacabra is usually a sick animal, not a scary monster. There are some sightings where the creature looks more monstrous. For example, there is a video claiming to show a Chupacabra in the Navajo Nation reservation.
I'm pretty sure now you can't pronounce it Chupacabra.
Without going, Chupacabra.
That's the way it's scientifically, that's how it has to be pronounced.
But closer examination reveals it to be a computer-generated fake added to the footage. Most Chupacabra sightings can be explained as hoaxes or misidentifications. However, there have been cases where livestock have been found with drained blood. This can be explained by a natural process called lividity. When an animal dies, its blood settles in the lower parts of its body, creating the illusion of blood loss, especially if a blood test is done on the upper parts. This scientific explanation clarifies the origin of the Chupacabra Emmy. Number 8, Jersey.
Any thoughts on a Chupacabra?
No, I mean, we know it's some canine with mange.
No, it's legit. I've seen South Park.
Good place to take all your information from.
Yes.
Like Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig. It's Man Bear Pig.
Yeah, no, Chupacabra is, just dogs with mange. Coyotes, wolves with mange. That's pretty much all it is.
You've got fucking mange.
I've been around animals enough, I probably do.
Alright, well, we're going to cut it out there because our resident conspiracy nut has left us. I see we've gone down to one viewer. So sad.
No, that we're also running out of time.
Yeah. Got shit to do. So